I don't know how you shave your ball. What do you shave your balls with?
A razor.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Not a trimmer?
No, I got to be careful. Sometimes I nip it. It's not a good sight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, if you get the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, you don't nip it anymore. It's got a
This is
guard
going to
on
save
it.
me from the nipping?
Dude, it's got like non-nipping technology that will make sure that you don't nip your nuts. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Look at this incredible. Look at this. You need this.
I do 100% for that. No more nipping.
This thing is the Lawnmower 4.0. Look how small it is. It's got a light on it. It's got like a light right here. So you can get like, when it's dark down there in that crevice.
So you can really see down there.
You can see everything. Every little last hair, you can get it with this. Incredible, right?
I need this.
If you use code RBP, you get 20% off and free shipping.
Code RBP, 20% off.
Nick, what's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Nick, can you do any voices?
Like what kind?
Like any type of impersonation, any type of anything?
I don't think so.
James has been trying to get me to do like this really dark, low voice, like talk like this, like
Darth Vader,
like an evil villain, yeah. And
if you could talk like Darth Vader, that'd be badass.
I can't do it, Nick. This is the lowest I can do. I keep trying, it just doesn't work. Anyway, right. How is your prep going, man? How many weeks? 14?
14, yeah.
Fuck, it's kind of close. I feel like you started like it was 20 weeks when you started. It was like yesterday.
Dude, I started at 22 weeks.
I know, it's already 14. It's like it's
flying by, man.
Yeah. I almost feel stupid now for saying you shouldn't have started at 22 weeks because now we're already at 14. And it's like before we know it, it's going to be 4.
Starting early, it pays off.
Jose, what's going on?
What's happening?
How are you?
Hi, Jose.
Hey. Hi, Nick. How you doing, Nick boy?
Nick is 14 weeks out from the Olympia.
Can you believe that? That shit flies.
We were just saying that because he started.
That's what we just said. Yeah.
He started at 22 weeks and it's already 14 like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, do you find that your body, now that you've done the Olympia, do you find that your body knows what time of year it is?
Yeah.
It just starts kicking in.
Yeah, like right now, my body is now getting into a really good groove.
I was just gonna ask you that because I know the last time we talked, you said your body had changed a little bit, but your weight hadn't.
Yeah, so that's why I had Dom come down a little early because I wanted him to like actually look at me in person.
Yeah,
and he's like, you're getting a lot leaner. But then like my waist shrunk. But I actually put like another ½ inch on each of my quads.
That's fucking good. Holy shit.
But he did, we do want to see the weight start to come down a little bit. So we manipulated some things and now my weight, I was 290 this morning. So
when you say those measurements are increased, is that from the beginning of your prep?
No. Well, yeah, kind of. That was when, so he was
when he came down.
Pro.
Yeah.
He was here for Tampa Pro and he took some measurements and then he wanted to retake them again when he got here. And my waist like shrunk an inch and my legs grew each about 1.5 inches.
Okay, but let me clarify though for people watching, just in case they're like, oh, that's going to be bullshit. You were also in a cruise phase or off at that time when he was there in Tampa, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now you're kind of filling back out, right? So it's not like
I just got out of the cruise phase when he came down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So your body's like maxing out now. It's filling out. Everything's starting to look good.
I think, because we did that, my body was just like growing in like that, how it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, he came down here, we manipulated some diet stuff and, my weight started to drop and now I'm starting to feel real good about everything.
So you're 290 now. So you've come down 5 pounds in the last couple of weeks?
No, my weight wouldn't go down. I was stuck at like 297 for like the longest time. And I was 298 the day he actually got here.
Yeah.
And since he's been here since, what day did he come? Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
I went down 8 pounds.
What the fuck? What did he add more cardio? Change your diet? Like, is he
He,
just
he changed it. We did not add any more cardio. I'm only doing a half hour, pretty much every day except like leg day. But then like the days after leg day, I just like walk on the treadmill just because like my legs are still taxed, but I still do a little movement. But he just structured the diet a lot differently.
okay? What do you do? Move around?
He just moved around.
I don't know if you can
He
divulge.
moved around the carbs.
Yeah.
He moved around like there's more carbs around my training now than instead of throughout the day.
Good.
So like now, like my base days, I eat majority of the carbs around training, and like my last 2 meals don't have any right now.
Yeah. Fuck, that's gonna start burning fast.
Yeah.
With a guy, this guy as much muscle as you have. If you're not eating any carbs the last 2 meals, you're gonna start to like.
Yeah. And then like my low days is when I'll lose the most weight. Like I'll lose like a good 2 to 3 pounds overnight.
Jose, do you notice that if I take carbs out of my like meal 5 and 6, or right now I'm eating like 4 or 5 meals. So if I take carbs out of my, like I'll have my post-workout meal will have carbs, but if I don't eat any more carbs for the rest of the night, I find my weight starts to drop like pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, and you wake up starving.
Yeah,
Starving.
It's hard to go to bed though. Do you find any trouble sleeping, Nick?
I think I'm still just having a little trouble sleeping just from still being real heavy. But normally in prep, I don't, the lighter I get, I don't have trouble sleeping. No.
Okay.
What time do you train? That makes a difference.
I train like 1.
Yeah. See, I always trained at like 5 o'clock. So I didn't even have carbs after my training.
How do you train at 5 o'clock? Isn't it like the busiest time in your gym?
Yeah, most gyms it is.
Didn't bother you?
No, it's when I did it. Most of my life, I trained around that time. I need to get at least 3 meals in me before I can train.
Yeah, I get 2 to 3.
Good. Yeah,
I was like that for me and Paul were like that for a long time. We would train at like 6 or 7 o'clock because we're like, oh, if I have more food in me, my training will be better.
Yeah,
but I think there was somewhere along the way a few years ago, probably 5-6 years ago, I was like, you know what? If I have 2 meals, I'm good enough.
Yeah,
because if I
feel.
Yeah, because if I have 3 or 4, I start to get tired. Like I start to feel sluggish. So are you the kind of guy that needs people in the gym for motivation? Not needs, but likes people in the gym because it motivates you, or you just that's the time you like to go regardless of whether it's busy or not?
Me, I've been working in gyms for 30 years, so I'm used to it. And I was never like, Flex or Jay, where they just absolutely couldn't train during a busy time because they'd be mobbed. I work in the gym all day long, so everyone there is used to seeing me there, and they don't bother me.
Nobody bothers you.
Yeah, I was able to do it, and I do definitely feed off the energy, but it really didn't matter. There were times that I had to film a video or something at 11 a.m. and I could get it done just fine, but preferably the way my day works. I get up early, train clients in the morning, go home in the middle of the day, take a nap, eat a couple more meals, then come back and train.
Yeah. Hey, I got to ask you something. But you guys both something. My brother listens to the podcast. He's not a bodybuilding fan, not a bodybuilder at all. He just started listening to the podcast one day and he thought it was fucking stupid and funny, and he's been listening to it. So it's actually got him motivated to work out. So he's lost like 25 pounds. He's been working out. He says to me today, hey, I don't know, when you guys talk about training, you talk about loving training. He goes, I don't think I love training. He's like, I just know it's something I got to do every day. So I said,
love training.
Okay, but I know you do, and I do too. But is there some days where you're like, I'm tired, fuck, I got to go train, but you go anyway, and then you love it when you're there?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
I think that's where I wanted to explain, because I think there's maybe other people watching that are like that, because he didn't know that. He thought,
especially in the off season.
Yeah, he thought when we were saying we love training, we were like really excited to go and like couldn't wait to get there and like loved every minute of it. And I had to explain to him that sometimes you're like, I'm tired, but you go anyway, and then when you get there, you feel good when you start training.
Feel good, yeah.
So you guys are both the same.
That's part of why we love it, right? Because even if you feel like shit, once you go train, you feel better. So much better.
Yeah. And he said that too. He said he feels better when he starts, when he gets through it, when he's done. But he thought we were like itching to get to the gym and couldn't. And there are days like that when I am like that. But like There are other days where I don't feel like it. So I just want to know if you guys are the same way.
Yeah, especially off season. There's days I don't want to go.
Nick, I didn't think I'd hear that from you.
No, it's true. I have my days only in the off season though.
No, I know, but I remember like when we were away, like, you know, we've been away to a few different places together, and you're like, "Are we gonna go train? When are we gonna go train?"
Well, yeah, I got to train. I still got to train.
So you're saying it more because it's just discipline as part of your day, not necessarily because
even
you're
if
like,
I don't want to, I still got to go do it.
yeah, okay. Jose,
It's a lot easier to love it when you're in the peak of your career. You're in the prime. You're young. Nothing hurts, and you're just one more day to make yourself crazy looking. You know.
yeah. I think go ahead. Sorry.
When
Jose.
you get older and shit hurts, it's a lot easier to be like, fuck, this sucks today.
Yeah, no, I know. I told him too. I said, look, he doesn't really know too much about training, so he's kind of doing like a circuit workout. He does like the same circuit workout every time he goes in there.
I'll switch it up.
I'm like, you're probably fucking bored, man. I'm like, if I went in the gym and did the same fucking thing every day, I would be like, this sucks.
I'd be bored.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to teach him some new shit, so he has some other stuff to do. But I just wanted to see if
does he ever train with you?
No, he likes training by himself. I've offered. I said, hey man, you want to get in with me and Paul? You know, you're welcome to. But he's like, I don't know if it's like maybe he's not on our level, and maybe he's got his own.
It's probably that.
Yeah, or maybe he just actually likes training by himself. Because
I think it's great when, you know, to me, I always compared it to like, you know, you have the group of buddies that all go golfing.
Yeah.
You know, I was never invited to that because I suck at golf, and I'd wear a fucking tank top and I'm supposed to have a collared shirt on.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you go train with your buddy, it's like our version of going golfing. It's it feels great. It's fun. You know, you get those endorphins, you shooting the shit. Yeah, you know, it's I think your brother would love it, and you would teach him how to enjoy it. You know, that feeling of a crazy pump. And you're like, oh, this is what you were talking about. Because ultimately, if he doesn't know what he's doing, he's not going to know how to reach that pump that we do.
The feeling, yeah.
Right. That makes it feel so great.
I just got to put him on a cycle. He'll be fine.
Absolutely.
That'll help him out.
50, 49?
He's like 51 or something like that.
Oh yeah, perfect timing.
Start him now, right?
Yeah.
So, Nick, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Jose, you're not allowed to say anything.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Nick, do you know what a moose knuckle is?
A moose knuckle?
Yes.
No, what's a moose knuckle?
You don't know what a moose knuckle is? If you're referring to
gym pants.
Yeah.
No, what's a moose knuckle?
Okay. Well, we can't really do this experiment then. Because Jose, so we're on the Telegram circles. And Jose said something about a moose knuckle, referring to a girl's camel toe.
Camel toe.
Camel toe, you know. And I said to Jose, a moose knuckle is what you refer to for guys when they're wearing like their jeans are too tight and their balls are on either side of their inseam. I was like, that's a moose knuckle. I was like, that's a moose knuckle. And then so Lee and Jose went off on me. They're like, they're like, no, it's a fucking vagina. It's a beefy, thick vagina.
Oh, it's a big fat vagina.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a moose knuckle.
So then I looked it up in the dictionary. Says it's male genitalia, but there's like 10 other websites that say it's female genitalia. So we're trying to figure out what everybody thinks.
Nick, what do you think it is?
I think
he doesn't know.
Fat vagina sounds appropriate.
He doesn't know. He can just make it up.
I think Nick is more like me, where at no point in time
does he think about
his
balls?
mind think of male genitalia.
Never.
It just instantly goes to vulva.
I didn't make up the thing about male genitals.
I think your Google overheard you say it, and then it just printed it out for you.
All right. Okay, maybe the fans can help us out. If you've heard the term moose knuckle before, just comment below whether it was for a man's genitalia or a woman's genitalia. Maybe I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll on you know what?
Put the poll on the Instagram.
I'll do it right now, and then we'll see.
I want to know
what the results are at the end of the show.
Because I'm picking vagina.
I think we're gonna win, Nick.
No one's gonna pick a fucking dick.
Okay,
most
it's not a
men-
dick. It's the balls.
Well,
It's
no
like-
one's picking balls.
Yeah. No straight man is gonna, instantly it pops into their mind. Yes,
Oh,
balls.
moose knuckle. It's a guy's balls.
Yeah, so I love gym
All
shorts.
right, how do you want to
phrase?
how do you want to phrase the question? Does the term
Moose knuckle
knuckle.
make you
Moose-
think of vagina?
no,
or
not
balls?
think
Does
of,
it-
not think of.
Does it refer to?
Does the term
refer
moose
to-
knuckle
Oh,
refer to
as fat pussy
refer to
or
female?
big balls?
No. Refer to. Okay, and then I'll just do a poll. Option: female genitalia. No, wait. Male genitalia. How do you fucking spell genitalia?
Just say genitals.
Who uses the word genitalia?
Say genital and add an IA. That's it.
What the fuck?
He's fucking Canadian. You guys don't know how to spell shit.
I can't even spell genital.
G, it starts with a G, not a J.
I know. GENITAL. Yeah, that's what I
There you
wrote.
go.
Okay. It didn't let me.
Genital.
It didn't let me at
Genital.
first.
Then add an IA.
Okay. Does the term moose knuckle refer to male genitalia
Or female genitalia.
or female genitalia? All right, post.
Perfect.
All right, let's see what we get here in the next hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's
We
gonna
win.
be.
You think you're gonna win, Jose?
I do.
Yeah.
What's
I do.
the
I
bet?
never, ever. You're the first person I've ever heard think that it has something to do
It's
with
in the
balls.
fucking dictionary, man.
Yeah, the Canadian dictionary.
No.
I don't know about any of this.
What does the term moose knuckle refer to? All right.
Moose knuckle.
It's gonna come up immediately. All female.
Wait. I'm gonna share the screen. A moose knuckle, sometimes called moose knuckles, is the male equivalent to female camel toe.
Wow.
Just as a camel toe describes when the shape of a woman's labia are revealed through her clothing, so a moose knuckle reveals a creased, visible outline of a man's genitalia. See?
All right. Well, you know what? I'd rather go by the poll.
Look, and then if you go to Urban Dictionary, same thing. Moose knuckles, a man's version of a camel toe.
I guarantee you the poll picks vagina.
Dude, this is the three of them. Look, best three definitions of moose
I don't
knuckle.
give a shit what
The
Google
noticeable shape of a
I'm with
man's
you, Nick.
penis. You fucking assholes. There's three
don't-
fucking three.
says. Google,
Yeah.
Google's full of shit on this one. You can't go by Google.
Look, there's another one here. Moose knuckle is a slang expression for the male camel toe. That's
Google's
Yeah.
not reliable.
Google's gay. Google's definitely gay. It thinks of men genitalia.
okay. I feel better about my version now because
Your-
there's
your
literally
poll's
the
gonna
first
lose, though.
literally the first 4 or 5 websites say the same thing.
No, the poll's you're gonna lose.
It doesn't matter. I got 5 fucking websites
No,
that
the
all
people
agree with
matter.
me.
People matter.
Well, people do matter, but so do actual definitions.
Google can fuck off.
Listen, Nick, you guys can be wrong. It's okay.
No.
All right, let's move on. We'll see what the poll says.
Yes.
Did you guys see the shows at all?
Jamie Johal.
Yeah.
Jimmy Giant.
What's his name won the cup, whatever it was.
Vlad won the
The
Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Look, hey, there's Nick.
Hey,
Oh shit.
What do you think, Jose? What's his form like? Is that
look
good
at that
form?
fucking back.
You know
boy.
what? Honestly, Nick and Ian are the only 2 guys that I watch their training because they're both
No.
impeccable.
Oh, did you post that?
Yes.
I haven't gone on social media. I don't know.
What do you think? Is that good form, Jose? You're a
Yeah.
personal
Sensational.
sensational. You hear that, Nick?
Yes. I think
Oh yeah.
Nick has an uncanny connection with his muscle.
Yeah, he does.
I never see him throwing weights and bouncing, and he's controlling even 200-pound dumbbell rows. He's controlling it, and there's no coincidence that he's as big as he is.
We should just scroll through my Instagram today and see what pops up.
Yeah, that's a nice
Is that
house.
your house?
No, I was looking at houses in Texas.
Oh shit!
No, man, look at how it's in Florida.
This is a real. I can't move to Florida, Nick. It's too
How much can you get that for in Texas?
It's hot in Texas, you bum.
Yeah, I know, but it's humid as fucking Florida.
It was pretty humid today.
How much is that house in Texas?
I don't know. I think it said when it first popped up.
Under $1 million?
I think it was under $1 million, but here in you couldn't buy that fucking here for under $1 million.
No way.
Not in Florida neither.
No.
That would be over 2.8 in my town.
Oh wait, what does this say? 790. Yeah, it's 800,000.
Oh my god!
You can't buy this for 800,000 here, man.
No,
Texas.
that's just nutty. That's beautiful.
Anyway, bodybuilders without borders. Where is it? There it is. This guy's always got the goods. Okay. So Vlad won the show. I don't know if he has any photos. Muhammad El Imam.
Right there in the middle.
There.
I clicked the wrong guy. Sorry.
Not that one.
He did not win. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Wow.
He's fucking peeled.
Yes, he is.
See, when we were doing predictions, I don't know what you predicted, if you did any predictions before the show, Jose, but when we did predictions, I thought I had Vlad in third because I thought his stomach would hold him back, but it didn't.
I think
it will.
It will in bigger shows for sure. Yeah. But I thought like so I had Muhammad El Imam winning.
What did he get?
He ended up in second. So this is the lineup, the top five. This is Muhammad El Imam. This is Vlad.
Very good.
This is Muzi. Roman took fifth, and Jamie took fourth. So I had Jamie in fourth and Roman in fifth, and I had Muhammad beating Muzi. I screwed up Vlad. Vlad I had in third. He ended up winning. So, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like I feel like sometimes they make the stomach more of an issue, and sometimes they don't.
Right. I think he's clearly the hardest guy.
I think he has the most muscle. I'll give him that for sure. And from the back, if you look at the back, his back is better than Muhammad's.
Yeah.
And his hamstrings.
Well, he's certainly posing it better.
Yeah, I think he looks like he's got thicker legs, thicker back, and he's got better posing there too.
Yeah.
What did you think of the show, Jose?
I thought it was good. I thought it was clearly a second tier type of show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great opportunity for guys to go in and make a statement.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jamie.
Yeah, I think we all are.
It's just so good to see him up there, and he's constantly improving.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually he's going to be a threat.
I mean, he's got so much real estate to fill out.
Yeah.
That unfortunately is the problem. Because like if you look at, let's just chop all their heads like we don't know them, right? Like if you look at the legs, look at Mo's legs.
Yeah.
And look at Jamie's legs. Right? And it's because he's 6'6" or 6'7". So it's like it's just gonna take time to get this kind of fullness in that quad.
Yeah.
You know? But everywhere else, like if you look at Mo's chest and you look at Jamie's chest or their arms, they're pretty even.
Yeah.
It's just his legs are so long, I think, and he's still got great legs, but I think he's just so tall, he just needs to fill them in.
Yeah.
Because if you look at everybody else, like their adductors are touching like down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Jamie's kind of got this gap here he needs to fill in, I think.
Certain shots though, he's like that. Look at that rear lat spread, front lat spread.
No, listen,
Jose,
you're right. His structure and shape is beautiful, especially for a guy that height.
Right.
I just think his problem is always going to be with thicker bodybuilders until he fills this out.
Yeah.
Right. I was happy for Roman too. Roman, like he looked like he put back some of that muscle back on.
Yeah, he filled out a bit.
Oh shit, that's Roman in the red.
Yeah, right here.
I was wondering who that was. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, he looks good, man. It looks like he looks bigger than he was in Tampa. Tampa, he was super shredded, but like really thin. Here, it looks like he put some of that muscle back on.
That's been Roman's calling card. Is he gets peeled, but his body weight goes way down, and he comes off as thin because he's rather tall, and he needs someone to like be with him.
I don't think
for
it's
the
because
last
he.
5 days.
I don't think it's because he's tall. I think Roman's issue is mental because Roman's definition of shredded is like way past everybody else's.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So like for Tampa, when he was showing us pictures on the podcast when he was like at 255, I was like, this guy's fucking ready.
Right.
But then he ended up on stage much lighter.
Right.
So it's like he kept pushing himself to get that ultra thin skin, but then at what cost, right? If you're if you're losing 5 or 10 pounds of muscle.
That's what I mean. Each time that I've seen him compete, he's done just that. Where you see pictures of him a few weeks out, you're like, he's ready.
Yeah.
And then show day, he's flat.
Over diet.
Yeah, it's over diet, overtrain. He just needs to take it easy a bit, I think, Ben.
Yeah.
If he just learned to back off a little bit, his body might reward him for it.
Yeah.
Well, God bless the dude for having double hip replacement, and now he's back on stage.
Listen,
that's insane.
No doubt. He's like done an incredible thing. All I'm thinking is like, to me, it's a shame because I'm like, how much better could he be?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
If he's great now, how much greater could he be? If it was,
I think Roman could be really good.
Does he have a coach? Is he working with someone?
Yeah, he was working with Justin Compton.
Oh, good.
So I don't know what their plan was, but whatever they did for Italy, they came back a lot better. So good for them. So that was Italy, and now we'll move on to the Arnold.
Is that
great? It's going to be a great show. Great show.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So
I got a question. Here, I love James as a person and a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
I just like my own brain. I can't wrap my head around the amount of carbing up he's doing or refeeds or no, I haven't brought it up to him because you never want to do that. Question someone's, but I would never, I could never, and I wasn't even a third of the size of James, so I couldn't get away with that. But I just I question that, and hopefully it works.
I'm going to touch on it for a second, just because I think I know what he's doing. So last year, they kept pushing and pushing and pushing the diet, and I think he was ready at like 4 weeks out. Because James, not a lot of people know this about James, but Ben told me this, and we've seen it happen, where his body starts to speed up, and it's like out of control. He can get peeled like real quick, right?
Yeah.
And I think last year what happened was he was like ready around 4 weeks, but his body had just kept going, and they didn't try and slow it down really by doing anything drastic. It kind of just kept going. Yeah. So he ended up at the Olympia over dieted and down. He was smaller than he wanted to be. So I think this year he's decided I'm going to hold off and let my body come down nice and slow by introducing high calorie dense food to keep my body full and slowly peeling down. Now, I was a little bit weary of it too, because it seemed like every 4 days he was having like a fucking day off.
Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, but he keeps posting these pictures, and his plan, like he said,
he gets better and better, man.
Yeah, every week he comes down and gets a little bit more shredded, and his stomach is flat. Everything is fucking coming through. His skin's starting to get
crazy.
Skin's starting to get grainy. Glutes are starting to get peeled.
He's doing this on his own.
I think he's got JP has an eye on him, right?
Okay.
Isn't he still with Patrick?
I don't know.
Kind of doing his own thing too.
I don't know the exact setup he's got going. What he told me was he still talks to Patrick, and he sees JP every weekend because he goes there to train. So I think, he's got enough people around him to say speed up, slow down, you're not doing it right, or you need to peel off more fat, whatever. So it's not like he doesn't have any experienced eyes to help him.
Yeah.
But I think he's just making a lot of his own decisions now and doing it the kind of the way he wants to make himself happy. And to be honest, look at this. Like, is there that
when
much...
is the show?
2 weeks.
Yeah, he's ready.
He's there. He's got, I would say like a few more pounds and he's there. Like just to get everything really thin and crispy.
Yeah. It really only needs to just like pull a little water. Boom. He's ready.
Yeah. Like the other thing I like is he's like, I'm going to show them the look that I want to show them. I'm not going to show them the look that they want.
I respect that.
It's almost it's almost like he's entered a place where he's like just doing it for himself now.
You know what I'm noticing?
I like that.
Is his physique is much more aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
This year than I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I agree. Because everything's starting to look rounder.
Right.
Right. This like especially like when you look from the side, like this shoulder.
And he's not. If I remember, he's not really training the way he used to. Yeah.
I think he's doing it a little different. Like I don't think he goes as like balls out fucking nuts on the weight.
Yeah.
As much as he used to. But I don't know. Like I don't totally disagree with his method at all because it always worked for me. Like, and plus,
I used to do so.
Look how fucking look how happy he is. Look at this shit. Guy's fucking 275 fucking pounds doing 360s in the park. Like, come on.
I love it.
You can't. How can you complain about it? Like, he looks like even if he took like fifth, he wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, that's how you got to be.
I mean, I think he would give a fuck, but I'm just saying, like, I think he's in a place in his mind where he's just having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Isn't that where everyone should be?
I think that's where every bodybuilder. Yeah, I think that's where every bodybuilder wants to be. I think sometimes we get caught up with winning and money and contracts and placings, and it turns from something you loved when you were 20 to something that you're like builds all this fucking anxiety when you're 30. Yeah. And
I also think that when you have a coach, it should never be a dictatorship. It should be, what are we going to do? Let's talk about this. Mm-hmm. I know my body best, and the coach is there to guide you and to help you and maybe see things that you don't see. Mm. But ultimately, you're at the helm.
Well, I think it's a good point. I think James tried both ways, right? So James had coaches before he listened to, and then he met Patrick. Patrick was, Patrick's very, very strict in his ways.
Yeah.
And he sold James on, this is what we got to do. And if you do it this way, we're going to crush everybody. And they did. The first year they worked together, or I don't know if it was first year or whatever, the first few shows they did together, James looked the best he ever looked.
Yeah.
And then they kept going. They did the Olympia and it didn't kind of work out for him. But I think what James gathered from it all was I maybe won, but I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking for James here, so I'm sure James will correct me next time he's on the podcast. But this is what I gather from what he told me. Is the way he is now, he's just enjoying himself.
Yeah. So he's man.
He's like, I love lifting. He's like, and you know what? There's nothing really wrong with it, Jose. I mean, look, I think if you think about it, this is kind of Chad Nichols' way. This is what I did. Like he would feed me up a whole day of shit food.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
And then once I got down past where I was the week before, he would feed me again.
Yeah.
It's kind of what James is doing. It just seems to be fast.
I did the same thing with Chris, but the worst thing I ever ate was a muffin. I never ate pizza or Ben and Jerry's. I would have sushi or a burger. Even the burgers I didn't really like. My go-to was steak and potato. I'd go out and get a steak and potato, and he'd say have some bread with it too. That was like the worst.
But you didn't. Did you feel like you got a mental break from that?
Yeah, plenty.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't. I mean, and like I said, I'm a smaller guy, so I don't need all the calories that someone like James needs. If I had 15 pieces of sushi and a muffin, I'm more than satisfied.
But mentally, like if you go for steak and potato, is that mentally a break from your diet? Because it seems like it's still diet food.
Yeah, it is. It's the environment.
Somebody's making it, and you're out at dinner. Yeah.
I'd go out to dinner. I'd feel normal for a few hours.
Yeah.
I'm not grilling it myself or doing whatever the hell I'm doing.
Hey, I just want to update you guys. So we got 162 votes.
Yes.
So far, and it's 70% female
Vagina.
genitalia.
I told you.
I told you, no one's thinking of male
Nobody
parts.
that listens to this is thinking of balls.
I'm not thinking of balls.
No, you
You
certainly
thought
are.
of balls.
Instantly went to balls.
That's because that's what it means.
I don't believe so. 70% says no, it doesn't.
70%.
They don't know. They don't know.
They know. They know.
They just don't
Nick
know.
knows.
I know.
Okay.
Me and Nick. Well, Nick, how much shorter are you going to bite those nails? The fuck? That looks painful. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Have you always
Okay.
had that problem?
Yeah, I've always chewed my nails.
You know, you can put some cyanide on there and you won't bite them.
Cyanide? Isn't that poison?
Yeah, you put some type of poison on there so you don't bite them.
Yeah, but what
Why
if
would I
then
want-
you do it by accident and you're poisoning yourself?
Well, you don't.
Just,
I don't know.
That's
if it's
risky.
don't put poison on your face. There's some like bitter shit you can get that you put on your nails. That will
That's
just
risky business.
yeah. Don't do the poison. Just do the bitter tasting shit, so it makes you like. And
That's bad advice there, Jose.
yeah, what are you trying to?
Diazide.
What are you trying to poison my fucking athlete? What's wrong with you?
It's called something Zide.
He's still on it.
Yeah, I remember.
It's all right.
Hey, Fouad,
Yes,
where the fuck is Ian?
he didn't want to come on with you. He skipped to the next one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he said, "Is Jose on?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll catch the next one."
Yeah, someone said to me, "Oh, maybe Ian will be on there with you tonight."
Actually, I had Ian, Justin, and you because I wanted you to be with Ian since you guys have this fucking love affair going on.
It's called bromance. Yes, on Bro Chat.
So then Ian had to bail, and then Justin was late for the gym and had to rush his workout. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get Nick and Guy, and we'll do a bro chat instead of a bodybuilding and bollocks.
So what we're
Where's-
gonna do is get
Guy's coming.
Get
I
me
think.
and Ian to rate my physique.
What?
The you know that thing where you rate people's physiques?
Yeah.
Or you what, you bash them or you do
We don't
what?
bash them. We
No,
literally just break
Well,
down their
when
physique.
Ian does it,
Criticize.
it's bashing.
Well, he's a little harsh, but no, we don't bash. We just Nick's the worst.
Really?
No.
Nick always gives everybody the lowest score.
All right. So me, Nick, and Ian
Yeah.
will do a rate my physique. That'll be fun.
We'll do a rate your physique. But first, before we do some rate your physiques, I want to ask you about the Arnold UK.
Okay.
Yep.
Because Jose, you are a encyclopedia of bodybuilding. And Nick, you're in the mix. So I want to know what you think.
All right.
So Andrew Jack apparently is back in the Arnold UK. I don't know if he was ever out, but people were saying that he wasn't going to be in.
Well, he was unsure because of his visa, but
Yeah,
he's got that situated now.
So now he's in. So is Andrew Jack going to win the Arnold UK? Let's start there.
No.
No?
No.
Jose, what do you think?
So I'm confused because it worried me once he backed out, supposedly.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, if he's good as good as I think he can be, I think it was a good idea to back out and just focus on the Olympia.
Yeah.
There's really nothing to gain by doing this, other than saying he's got the balls to do it. You know,
Well,
if I was as good as him, I would do every show.
But you do gain. I had this conversation in a different podcast. You do gain a little bit of clout if he wins the Arnold UK, more so than Texas, because if he beats James
And Marc Hector.
and Marc Hector and Patrick Williams,
Martin again.
then Martin again, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, he can beat really thick guys too. Because right now,
Well, I'll tell you-
right now, if you think about it, people are like, okay, well, he beat Martin. Martin's kind of got new muscle. He's a little bit shorter. Maybe he's not that big yet. He beat Steve Kuklo, who's like taller and wider, same as Andrew Jack. He hasn't beat anybody that's like the opposite of his physique, like James, right? Or somebody like a Marc Hector, who reminds me of fucking Brandon Curry with wider
so
shoulders.
excited.
So I think it doesn't do much for him. You're right, but it is a $40,000 purse, and he gets to beat a couple guys that are like physiques that he hasn't beaten yet. So it could even elevate him even higher if he does beat them going into the Olympia.
Yeah. Does he have a sponsor? Do you know? Is he all set?
I don't
Is
know.
he all right?
I don't know. I have no idea. what his financial situation is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not too bad if he's traveling around competing and all this shit. But I mean, look, even if you have a sponsor and somebody says, hey, you can walk in the show and walk away with 40 grand. I mean, unless you're fucking really killing it financially, why wouldn't you want the 40 grand?
Yeah,
So-
it's someone like Martin, the
competitive.
smaller guys can peak multiple times and do well.
Mm.
A big guy like him it worries me that he's not going to peak and he's going to lose to not only one but probably a bunch or a few guys that shouldn't beat him. And then he's going to be devastated and place outside of the top 10 at the Olympia. When I think this guy, if he just buckles down and focuses on the Olympia and comes 100%, he can be in that mix. He can be first call out mix, top 6-7 guys called out right away. Bam. I think he can. I think he's that good just because his flow, and he's got legs, and he's got width, and he's got height, and it would be, that's assuming he's fully 100% his best. What's that mean?
That's for a guy.
Oh, he's here?
Why don't you have the gallery view on, Jose?
No.
Can you see just me right now?
I see just Guy now.
Oh, well, turn on the gallery view. If you
We'll
go to
keep
the
it
top,
like that.
go to the top right corner and click view, and then click gallery.
You top right corner.
Well, I don't know if
Are you on your phone? Are you on your phone?
I'll go to more participants or view.
View.
No, there's no share content, stop video, mute participants.
Are you on your phone?
You're on your phone or laptop, Hose?
I'm on
phone, you
an
just
iPad.
Swipe over.
he's on an iPad.
I'm on an iPad.
Swipe
Oh,
to the
hold
right. Swipe to the right.
Swipe to the right. No, that don't work.
Swipe to the left. Nothing?
Swipe to the front, swipe to the back, swipe to the side.
You got to find the view. You got to find the view button and switch it to gallery view, because then you'll be able to see all 4 of us at once, or all 3 of us.
Oh, switch to gallery view. There we go. Oh,
Wow, you've been doing this whole time with just one person. It's way better when you see everybody.
I was looking at myself.
I feel bad for yourself.
I was like, wow, that's a good looking fucker.
Wow,
Wow, this is gonna confuse me now.
Guy, we're talking about the Arnold UK, but before we go on to that, I have a question for you.
Love the comments.
No, not that.
Oh.
It's an important question. They're not going to say anything. I just need an answer.
Wait, is there sides? Is there sides that have been taken?
Yes.
Is it a 50-50 split or it can't be?
Just doesn't matter. Just answer the question. You probably know the question already. It was on the circles.
Do I change my covers to my bed?
When you hear the term moose knuckle, what does it?
See, you lose, man.
I did a Google search.
It means the cloth.
No,
the girls
it
are wearing
doesn't.
stuff.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a front wedgie.
No, it's not. Yeah, for a guy.
What?
Look.
No, it's not. Google
look.
bullshit.
Look
That's
at
called.
Look at what does the term moose knuckle refer to? The male equivalent to a female camel toe. That's one. The second one.
No, Google.
A man's
Google.
version of a camel toe. 2.
No.
The shape,
Google.
noticeable shape of a man's penis when he's wearing tight clothes. 3.
No, that's a fruit cup. It looks like some
it's just
berries
fucking,
in
it's
a
right
fucking
there.
banana.
There's 3 fucking definitions right there.
A fruit cup.
I don't. So you're saying it's called the fruit cup
No, I
because
just
it looks
proved
like
it.
little berries in a banana.
Listen, every
Moose
time we have
knuckle is
every time we have a
definitely
debate on this podcast, we go to Google and it shuts it down.
No,
So-
it doesn't. Google's full of
All
shit.
right, in the comment
did a
section,
poll.
is moose knuckle male or female?
I'm already running a I'm already running a poll.
Yeah, well, what's the poll say now? What's the poll say now?
Doesn't matter.
70% thought it was vagina.
It's got to be over 70% by now.
209 votes, 70%
Yeah.
female.
Wow.
No one thinks the balls, man.
It doesn't matter. We use Google as our
No.
defining thing for every.
Yeah,
Google
but
doesn't dictate.
if the entire
if-
population is swayed towards us, then wouldn't everybody assume it's vagina? If
Look,
everybody's saying we think it's
it's
vagina.
vagina.
all I'm
It's
saying
totally
to you is
vagina.
every time we have a debate on this podcast, we go to
Vagina.
Google and it ends the podcast.
Vagina.
So,
Vagina.
or
I'll
ends
end
the
this
debate.
podcast.
No, it ends the debate. So we went to Google and it ended the debate. That's it.
But it's vagina.
It's balls.
Guy,
But it's totally vagina.
check out Nick's manicure. Look at him hide his little fucking stubs. He chewed those fuckers down to look at that, like
You're gonna make me fucking
nubs.
spit my coffee out.
You know
Look
what?
at those things.
You know what's crazy?
He got like little hammerhead fingers.
I can't, I'm putting my hands
Look
down.
at now he's not gonna put his hands up. You made him all insecure.
You know what's
he's
crazy?
all shy.
The comments were hysterical because all I did was make an opinion. I never said I hated anybody.
Here
The
we
guy that
go.
watches
What are
my
we talking
go.
about?
Here
no,
we
but
go.
I was crazy.
What
Like
are we
nobody
talking
can make an
about?
opinion.
Guy, you're randomly rambling about something. Not everybody watched the last podcast. Let's clue everybody in. So last podcast, Guy ranted about men painting their nails.
Oh,
I
saw
said
that.
I didn't
And he
understand
got
it.
absolutely eviscerated in the comment section.
Machine Gun Kelly does that.
Yeah,
So
all I said was that I didn't agree with it and I didn't get it. Like I didn't understand it. I
It's
said
gay.
do what you want. Then people started comparing freedom to it. I'm like, good argument, guys.
Fouad, wait, Guy, you think it's gay, right?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I never came out of my mouth.
So what do you
Not
think
once.
it is?
And you ready for this?
Right.
I had a buddy, I won't say who it is, his friend came at me on Instagram. And because it was a good friend's friend, I sent him a voice note, like 6 in a row. After I explained what I meant, he flat out said, you know what? I didn't think of that. I took a couple things you said and ran with it. And you're actually right. I'm sorry. I deleted my comment off YouTube. Because
What would you
people think, I just said I didn't understand it and I didn't agree with it. I said, it's probably the way I was brought up. My father, the way he was
Definitely an
brought up,
upbringing.
he wouldn't ever allow one of his sons to do that. I said, as a man, I didn't understand it. I didn't
My
say
dad-
do it.
My dad
One of my
would punch
good
me in the
friends,
face, too.
one of my good
My dad
friends
would-
does it.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say I
What?
don't understand.
Fouad
it.
would get
My
honored.
dad
kill.
hates some
Wait a
sausage
minute.
fuck-
Wait. What did you say?
It would be an honor killing. He'd get
Hold
stoned to
on,
death.
hold on.
Guy, wait. You're dumbing it down totally.
What did I
Well,
say?
yeah.
You tell me what I said because I
I'm
know.
gonna
what
tell
I
you
said.
why. I'm gonna tell you why people went so crazy.
I don't
You-
care. that
I know
people
you don't
make comments.
care, but I'm gonna tell you because you're
I
saying
care. I care. I want to
saying
hear.
two different things, right? So now you're saying a different story. When you say, look, it's just my opinion. I don't get why you would want to paint your nails. Nothing wrong with that. I don't get it either. My nephew paints his fucking nails. I'm like, why?
Because I said I didn't agree with it. Big deal.
No, that's fine. But
What I said.
I think during the podcast, what you said was, well, one, that you didn't agree with it is like a little bit harsh. And two,
But it's just an opinion.
no, wait a minute. Two, you bled it into flamboyant gay guys and then some transgender shit. So you put the whole thing together and it seems a little bit homophobic.
Well, then they need to learn how to separate different things and not blend everything together.
Well, your rant should be separate. You should rant about nails.
yeah, but okay, time out. This is what I wanted to say. We're on a
Well,
podcast.
Fouad,
Hold on,
he
time
did-
out. Hold time
He
out. Hold on.
did add that he has a good friend who's gay.
No,
Yes.
I didn't. No. I said I have a friend that paints his fingernails that watches my dogs, and like he's still my boy.
I know that kid.
Yeah. So you don't care.
He
No,
refers to
exactly. I said that on the podcast. I just don't understand or agree with it. Like I don't. It's not that big of a deal.
what are his pronouns?
He doesn't like it.
Good one. I
but
don't
he'll
know.
still be
What is
friends
what do you mean when you say I don't agree with it? What does that mean?
He doesn't like. He's not going
No,
to
Nick,
paint
just let him,
his.
just let him answer. What does that mean?
People aren't going to like this. If I had kids, I wouldn't allow my kids to do that.
No, that's fine. You can say that.
So because I don't agree with it.
But I think when you say I don't agree with it, I think people take that as
No, but this is what I was about to
that
say.
they shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Okay, but people have to understand this is a podcast like we're talking on the fucking phone.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
we're boys. This is what dudes talk about. And if any fucking guy on here is going to say they don't have these little weird fucking debates with their boys like whether it's around a fucking bonfire or a fucking fire pit or on the phone, they're all fucking liars. So because one guy says whatever and whether everybody thinks it or they're topics of conversation, regardless of everybody's opinion. It's still topics that are spoken about. Because my view doesn't go with the masses, it's like, fuck him. I don't really care if people don't like my opinion, but people don't like my opinions, and that's okay. Big deal. It's an opinion. You can't let my opinion affect you to the point where you get that mad, because opinions are what make this fucking world. Everybody has them. You can agree or disagree.
But that's
they're like assholes.
But
everybody got them. They all stink.
But everybody does that every week. You just don't read the comments every week. Every week we have opinions on here. There's always inevitably a number of people who are like, but you're stupid.
Yeah, what I'm saying is people have to understand this is us talking about topics and our opinions and our views, and nobody's going to agree with everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the reason it got worse last week is because it was lumped in with two other topics.
Yeah.
You melded them together.
Purpose.
And they're not together. One is guys paint their nails.
100%.
One is guys that are overly flamboyantly gay. And the other one, I can't remember what the third one was, but there was like a bunch of different things. You put them together. So I think people were like, what the fuck?
It's a really sensitive topic.
What's that, Nick?
That's a sensitive topic y'all discussed.
Yeah, but what's the point of talking about chat things if we can't talk about topics that raise fucking some eyebrows? And like, what the fuck?
I think we can talk about anything. I'm not saying we can't.
I'm saying I'm saying it's funny how my opinion or your opinion or Ian's opinion can get people that fucking worked up.
Well, I'll tell you why, Guy, and I've noticed this from the podcast. If we talk about anything that's not bodybuilding related, immediately people are like, oh, you're just bodybuilders, don't talk about that, right? Yeah. So you're put into
what I want.
No, I know, but that's like, because we've talked about politics briefly on the show before. We've talked about, and immediately the conversation the comment is, you guys are just bodybuilders, don't talk about stuff you don't know about.
We're human beings too.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick, that's right.
That's what makes this interesting, is that it's not just all bodybuilding.
That's right.
And if you go on the circles and you listen to like Evan speak, Evan speaks on such a wide variety of stuff.
Yeah.
That often it's not even remotely bodybuilding related. Lee Priest the same way. I mean, a lot of people.
But that's what this show is, and that's why people are like. That's why people watch, because it's partly bodybuilding. We talk some bodybuilding, but we also talk about just a bunch of guys talking shit.
It's always been like this, though.
Yeah. And to take it for, like, you heard what I said in the circles.
I think can I just talk for people for 1 second? Let me just play devil's advocate so people
they
have a voice. I think a lot of comments I saw were that Guy talks about freedom this and freedom that, but he has a problem with people painting their nails. So if there's so much freedom, then why does he give a shit if people paint their nails? That's most of the comments I saw were like that. So maybe you can explain that part to them.
Yes. You guys can do whatever you want. Like for example, I have friends that are atheists. They don't believe in God. I don't agree with that because of my beliefs. They're still one of my buddies. That's still one of my best friends.
I think that's the most important thing that we maybe didn't get across enough last week. Well, I think you need to explain to people like, look, I have these views. I don't hold them against people.
People have opinions about everything. I don't like that fucking carpet. I don't like this. I wouldn't do that. I don't agree with that decision. All I'm saying is I can say, Fouad, I don't agree with that. You're still my boy. I don't like how that looks. Yeah. Like, you're like, dye your beard. I don't agree that guy should fly. Like, I would never fucking dye my beard.
I'm going to dye your beard
my opinion.
One day.
Huh?
I'm going to dye your beard and sleep.
And I'm going to shave your eyebrows off. Anyway, my point but this is the thing. And I was actually going to make a video. My opinion shouldn't affect somebody's want or willingness to do something. If you want to do it, go ahead. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of people that don't agree. Who gives a fuck? But it's my opinion and I'm standing by it. Doesn't mean I hate anybody for it.
Okay, two things. Jose, can you sit up? Because once I put a border around this, I'm not gonna be able to see you.
Really?
Or turn your camera down or something.
And go put on a white shirt.
So just because when you sit back, you're like at the bottom of the screen, and I'm not gonna notice. So just and the second thing is, I think you need to do more of a better job of explaining that you don't care enough that you wouldn't talk to somebody.
I know, but that is what people assumed. I didn't say that.
But I think people assume that because a lot of people
that's their fault for not listening and assuming things that taking what I said out of context. I'm very direct. if I said I would never talk to somebody that did that, I would fucking say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you're right. It's on them if they misunderstood, but
that's why the comments were hilarious. Like some guys like, I will never watch the podcast again. I'm like, the amount of shit that is out there of opinions, somebody's going to get that butt hurt and go, I'm not watching the podcast.
I think it's more
Please, bro.
I think it's more your delivery than your actual opinion.
Like my mom used to say, it's not how you say it. It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
Yes.
You ever notice that some people can get away with saying fucking anything?
Yeah, you suck.
And then sometimes you say something like, for me, if I say something even half what that person said, like Luke was like this. Luke could say anything, and nobody gave a shit.
No.
If I said a fraction of what he said, it would be a shitstorm. I think it's just sometimes.
But hold on, wouldn't you agree that if people watch the podcast and know our personalities and know how we talk, they would know that me saying that and with my tone isn't me fucking being like a dick. It's just me being me.
You have a mean tone.
I wouldn't know that.
You have no tone.
I know you, and I wouldn't know that.
What?
Dude, your brand. This is Guy Cisternino's brand. I yell at people on the street. I hunt. I beat the shit out of people that fuck with me. I'm scrappy and I'm loud and I'm fucking Italian. Don't fuck with me.
I never said that.
Tell me. Wait a minute. Tell me I'm wrong. Jose, wait a minute. Jose or Nick, tell me any of that was wrong.
No, you're right.
Okay,
agree.
That's the public.
Thanks, Jose.
No. 1 second. We're not saying that's like what we know about.
It's a good thing, though.
We're saying that's the public persona. So when somebody with like that, like, you know, powerful, masculine, like aggressive nature talks about like, I think fucking painting nails is stupid. The way it comes off is that motherfucker hates people that paint his nails. Right. So it doesn't, because of who you are, it comes off harsher than like if Nick said it.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I just don't agree with guys that paint their nails. Just my opinion. I will still be friends with you. I will still talk to you. I will still love you. I just don't agree with it.
I don't like the term agree. I think that's stupid.
What else would I say?
I would just say I don't get it. I don't get why a guy would paint his nails, but it's all good.
Isn't that kind of the same thing? You're just making it sound nicer.
No, because if you're saying
you're just making it sound nicer.
No, I'm saying that's exactly the point, though. I think if you're from the outside listening in,
so you're being fake.
No, I'm not being fake. I'm being diplomatic. There's a difference. If I say it's confusing to me, I don't really understand it. That's the truth. If I say I don't agree with it, I'm like kind of like gonna point to be like, I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't really care.
But did you think the way I delivered it, I said I would never talk to any of those people?
No, but I just think when you say I don't agree with something, it sounds harsher than when you're just like, it
comes off argumentative.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't paint my nails. I don't care who does. I'm intrigued by it. I wondered why Lee Priest did it. And, you know, I don't think less of him. I don't care. I don't really care. I don't paint mine.
And people are like, what happens if my daughter paints my finger? And I'm like, you guys really are taking this out of context.
Wait, I'm checking the poll. Fuck. it's worse.
What is it?
276 votes, 72% female.
Yeah.
How can you?
You're all wrong.
Vagina, baby, vagina.
All of you are wrong.
Nah, man, no one thinks of balls.
It's on a bunch of websites, dictionary.com, urban dictionary.com.
Hold on. If the masses don't agree, wouldn't you think that the term might be correct in like the direct meaning? But
are you saying just because something's popular it means it's right? Is that what you're trying to say? That's a horrible argument.
No, listen. I said, even though you're technically correct, if the masses are on the polar opposite, then you can say we're technically wrong, but everybody else agrees.
Yeah, but that means they should be educated. You don't just agree with them.
How are you going to educate everybody to convince them a moose knuckles a cock?
90,000 people watch this podcast. Maybe we should educate them.
Balls, not a cock. Fouad made that clear.
It's not the cock.
Only interested in balls.
Oh. What?
Exactly.
I just think it's a bad argument to be like, well, everybody thinks it is, so we should just go with it. That's horrible.
No, it's not. Google's full of shit.
No, just like, okay, There was a period
Google's
of time
gay.
where it was popular to have slaves. Is that should
How
we just
come-
go with it?
How come Jose
Slaves?
say that's gay and I say one thing and I get killed?
What do you mean? Who said it's gay? Who said what's gay?
Jose goes, that's gay.
Fouad's Google's gay. Because it's got the algorithm from the shit that he looks up. So it instantly puts in men's balls.
Look at dictionary.com. Okay. Urbandictionary.com.
Hold on,
Your-
I'm gonna look this up on my phone and see
Your dictionary.com.
Fouad's dictionary.
You got to type in the same thing. What? You got the guy.
go back.
What does the term moose knuckle refer to? That's what I typed in. If you get something different, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw my computer through the fucking in the garbage right now.
Yep, there's definitely an algorithm on there. And Fouad's brings up men's genitalia. This is gonna be
You're such
awesome.
an idiot, Jose.
No, it's the truth.
It's the truth.
You ever sit in your room, you're talking about something like frisbees,
Yeah, and it pops
and you
up on
put
your
on
screen.
Instagram, and
A
there's
moose
100
knuckle
frisbees come
sometimes,
up.
a moose knuckle, sometimes called moose knuckles, is a female equivalent to a camel toe.
No, is a male equivalent, you motherfucker. I'm reading the same thing. Anyways,
I've never heard it used in a male way. Never.
all right. Well,
Nor would I want.
Hey, I wanted to say, because
Yes.
we were on the circles the other day, yesterday talking, or was it Saturday?
Mm.
Dude, this is how crazy this is. I'm at the gym Saturday. One of my buddies who's a cop training and with my training partner, right? And we're just having a political discussion between the three of us, not loud. We're just talking amongst ourselves. I go to do my set on the one arm Atlantis row. This lady turns around. She was in like feet in front of me on her doing a shoulder press. She turned around and goes, please don't have that discussion in the gym. I don't want to listen to it.
before you go on, you brought this up on the circles. Can I ask you what the discussion was you were having?
Was the discussion?
We were talking about parenting.
Anal.
No, we were talking about parenting and how like the difference in parenting from when I was growing up and like Chris's age and Rob's a little younger and like different in parenting skills and like what we agree on and what we disagree on. And this lady was just not having it.
Was she older or younger?
She was older and she was an older Indian lady.
So you would have been complimenting her, if anything, because you're probably saying older parents did a better job.
I said, I think parents need to do a better job reprimanding their kids. I go, and I don't have a problem with kids
Sure,
getting
my
smacked
dog.
around to get the point across. I go, my dad fucking whooped all our asses a couple times.
Yeah. So she didn't like that. So she went and told on you.
Well, she turned around and said that. And I go, ma'am, nobody's talking to you. The conversation has nothing to do with you. I said, just turn around and do your set.
Yeah.
And then she got loud.
Who are
And then
these
when-
people that keep fucking telling you to do shit?
Dude, that's 3.
Yeah.
And then that guy at the fucking restaurant yesterday, did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw your circle with
Dude,
that. Yeah.
that was crazy.
What happened there?
They didn't bring
We're
his
at a
lemons.
restaurant.
They didn't
My
bring his
buddy went to a
lemons.
restaurant yesterday. We got there. I said, I gotta go take a piss. I went to go take a piss. He ordered 2 Diet Cokes with lemon. So the guy brings the Diet Cokes. I come sit down. He's like, I ordered lemon. He's like, but the guy didn't bring it. I asked him to bring the lemon. I'm like, all right. 25 minutes go by. I didn't even get mad. I just got up. I walked to the front where like the manager is or the person that works the front. I'm like, hey, I said, I'm not trying to be a pain. I'm like, we've been sitting here for 25 minutes. I said, the guy never came back. I go, we haven't even put an appetizer order in yet. He goes, oh my God, really? Because he remembered when we walked in. And I'm like, yeah, man. I said, nobody's been by. He brings by the server. The server comes by and he just goes like this. What do you want? And I was like, okay. And Joe's like, well, can we just get the lemon for the Diet Coke and then we'll get apps in like 2 minutes? The guy stands there and he goes like this. On the table, he went. And I was like, the manager was standing next to him and I fucking got hot quick because he just smacked the table like 4 times, walked away. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I go, is he fucking serious? I go, I didn't come here for games. I said, I came here to watch football and eat. I said, I'm not fucking dealing with shit like that. He's like, sir, calm down. I'm like, bro, I said, that's insane. I said, we've been sitting here for 30 fucking minutes and that's how I'm gonna get fucking treated.
Mm.
And he's like, I'm sorry. He was like, and my buddy Joe's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, let's go. I'm like, all right, I'm done. And the guy's like, no, please don't leave. I'm like, I'm not. I was like, if he's gonna serve my fucking table, I'm out. He's like, please don't leave. So they covered like half our bill. But I looked at Joe. I'm like, what fucking planet do I live on? And it's fucking crazy.
I have to say it's a little bit abnormal. I've never had anybody come up to me and say any of the things they say to you.
He didn't say anything.
No, not the waiter.
No.
Like the fucking lady in the gym. Like, I mean, I've had asshole people in the gym, but no one's ever come up to me and been like, "Hey, don't talk about that stuff."
The best part was,
shut off your car.
Yeah, shut off your car.
Wait, she went up to the front of the gym.
Don't back into a spot.
Yeah, she went to the front, started talking to one of my, like an older guy who's 70 that I know very well. And I walked up because she was flailing her arms and I'm like, is there a problem? And she had the balls to go, this conversation has nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. And I go, just like the fucking one I was having. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're giving me anxiety.
I know. I'm
thinking of your life and all the bullshit.
Why do people wonder why I fucking talk the way I do? Because nobody leaves me the fuck alone.
I think you're morphing into a Karen.
What?
I said, I think you're morphing into a Karen.
There's
too much shit that bothers you on a daily basis.
What bothers me?
You got to smoke more weed.
Why were you guys mad about the lemon? Who gives a fuck about the lemon?
I wasn't mad. My buddy just asked I didn't ask for the lemon. My buddy goes, can we get lemons real quick? When you come back, we'll give you the app order. Because like we really weren't looking.
Yeah.
Because we were like, where's this guy at the whole time?
When you get Diet Coke, do you always get lemon?
Always. I actually always get extra lemon.
Jose, do you get lemon in your Coke?
Fine, I'll get lemon, but if it doesn't come, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to get up and start yelling at him. Guy needs to chill out.
I didn't get mad at the lemon. I didn't even ask for the lemon.
Yeah, well, you got mad at the waitress for no lemon.
No, I didn't. Joe asked. I didn't get mad. I got mad that we were sat there for 25 minutes and nobody came.
I think it's funny that Joe knows that to get lemon for Guy as well.
I don't have lemon.
Like if I sat down with Paul at lunch, Paul wouldn't be like, get us 2 Diet Cokes and both of them, put lemon in both.
Well, if I knew you like lemon, I would.
I guess. Jose, hey, Nick, do you get lemon in your Diet Coke?
I'm with Jose. I don't care.
I don't care either.
So here we go. I don't agree with Diet Coke with no lemon.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other one. How would you handle, Nick, if you backed into a spot and someone said, why'd you back in? Shut your car off. How would you handle that?
Be telling to fuck right off.
Yeah, since
I shut my car off. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole. I actually shut my fucking truck off.
It was an old lady. I probably would have ignored her.
Me too. I would have looked at him like.
That's the exact look I would have gave. I'd be like, what?
What?
Like kept walking.
I
definitely got to look.
Guy got into a debate with this person.
No, 2 days later. 2 days later.
Yeah, he had lunch with her.
Yeah, but like, why did
what was
you
your
shut
name,
off?
Bob?
Okay, but wait a minute. Why did you shut off the truck at all? Why didn't you just be like, whatever, and keep walking?
Because she was a 78-year-old lady, and I thought of my grandmother.
Needs the confrontation.
Like,
that's why. He needs
confrontation would have been leaving the fucking truck on.
No. Confrontation would have been stopping to explain to her.
I didn't. Remember, I said 2 days later, I was walking in, I held the door, and she was walking in, and she goes, can I ask you a question? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You gotta admit, though, Guy does just have shit luck.
It's weird.
It is very weird.
100%.
Yeah, can we have
do you hear
nice,
Lee Priest talking about him?
Can we have some nice comments in this podcast? No negative ones, all nice.
Guy's bad luck, like fell onto his poor dog. Now the dog ran into a car and friggin' what happened? It ran into your buddy's car.
The dog ran into a car.
Hold on. So my dog gets cleared of rhabdo, right? So that's what she had. She didn't have cancer, or she's fine. She's completely fine. The next day, I went shooting. Didn't I talk about this?
Yes.
You talked about the rhabdo, yeah.
Yeah, because it was the next day. She got cleared with the rhabdo. We did this on Wednesday. The next day, I went to my buddy's private range and we did some filming, like shooting. Came back home. I was playing with her and she'll drop the Frisbee in front of me to throw it. And sometimes I pick it up quick and throw it. I picked it up quick, but I didn't throw it because I was in the driveway. Fucking Storm turns around without looking, runs full speed right into my buddy's parked SUV and fucking gets thrown to the ground. and her knee smacked the pavement so hard that she blew her fucking knee open. She had to get staples in it.
Oh,
And let me rephrase too, because you idiots, when I said all my dogs have tested me and they've all gotten their asses beat, that literally, I literally meant they got their asses smacked and fucking reprimanded. I didn't fucking pull a fucking Muhammad Ali and box my dogs. You
can I say something, please? This one's your fault, guy. Sorry. I have to because I tried. Listen, can I tell you something? So I try.
You felt bad. They're animals. I didn't.
No, one second. I try and moderate this thing, right? So you're going on about your dog, and Guy said, "I'll tell Jose the story." So Guy goes, "I beat the shit out of my dogs. I train them. They fucking listen to me, right?" He said those words.
Hold on, I didn't
say those
like
words.
Yes,
you did.
You did say that.
I said, when I got my first dog, the trainer told me that every pit bull is going to test you, and you got to put it in place. So every one of my dogs had tested me and gotten their ass beat. That's what I said. And when I meant ass beat, I mean smacked on the ass and thrown in their crate, not fucking punched in the face like a maniac. And people are like, Guy beats his dog. I can't. He's a dog abuser. Meanwhile, 15 grand on her fucking knees, 3 grand on a tail, 5 grand on fucking. Here we go. Why is it?
Why does Iain have that look on his face?
Wait.
So they did another ultrasound. Everything's negative. Now they think she had a case of rhabdo. An ass whooping thrown in her crate, and then the crate went outside. That's when she was in. That's when she pissed. And they've never tested me again.
But I don't think you have to beat the shit out of them for them to be.
Okay.
Wait.
I want to go explain myself. Every one of
my
animals has gotten the living shit kicked out of it. Wait. Keep playing. No, hold on.
No,
keep playing. I explained myself though.
It doesn't matter. You can't say I kicked
You're all a bunch of sensitive pricks.
You're on a podcast. People are trying to fucking hear you, and you're speaking. Words matter. If you say I tried to walk it back for you. I even said to you, I'm like, you don't really.
Wait, can you play it right now?
Okay, well, I'll play it. Watch. I even tried to help.
He just did.
Watch.
I'm watching. I was told when I first had my dog, the owner said that every dog you're going to get is going to test you at some point. And you have to fucking let it know who its owner is. And they tested me when they were younger, and they've never tested me again.
But I don't think you have to beat the shit out of them for them to be.
Okay, so
you're over you're over dramatizing.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Metaphorically.
And I just agreed I was.
Wait.
Pissed on my couch after I said, let's go out 3 times.
Yeah.
I know what I looked at me. And she didn't want to go out because it was snowing. She got an ass whooping thrown in her crate, and then the crate went outside in the snow for 30 minutes. And she sat there and dealt with it.
That's a little.
You put your dog in the snow for 30 minutes?
No, it was like fucking. It was snowing out. It wasn't like that. It was fucking. She didn't want to go outside.
You put her in a crate.
Look at Nick.
In the snow.
She wouldn't go out. Hold on, listen. She wouldn't. I asked her to go out 3 times. She fucking didn't go. She stood up on the couch, pissed all over my couch. I grabbed her, smacked her ass a couple times, put her in a crate, and then I put her outside for maybe it wasn't 30 minutes. Put her outside for however long, because I was like, you're not going to piss on my couch every time you don't want to go outside when it's snowing.
All right. We need to discuss anger management. You're going to get your dogs taken away from you.
I'm going to have to cut this whole part out now.
If I take my dogs away, good luck. Somebody else, good luck paying their fucking bills. Have fun.
All right. I think the way you explained it to me on the phone or in the circles, I can't remember where you talked about it. Look, you swat them on the ass when they do something wrong. I do that. If my dog shit in the house, I actually gave him a spanking on his butt.
When my dogs would pee,
and I put him in his cage. I just didn't put his cage in the snow for 2 hours. But
now it's 2 hours.
But it's the way you said it. That's why. It's the delivery.
Okay, but people should know the way I talk is my point.
Yeah.
By now. My God.
Right, Jose? It's the delivery, right?
It's definitely the delivery. Remember he said that some guy on a motorcycle ran into him going 70 miles an hour when he's backing out of his driveway?
Oh, I said he was coming over the hill fast and he locked his brakes up and hit my car. Remember what I said?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. But you did use the term 70 miles an hour at some point. And I'm going to go out.
I said if you weren't coming over the hill at 70 miles an hour, you wouldn't have had to lock up your brakes and fucking hit my car.
Yeah. It's just the delivery. It's, He likes to improve a point and over exaggerate, embellish, we'll say.
He likes to emphasize the point.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't beat his dogs. He didn't put them outside for an hour.
Have you cut your hair?
No, look at this delicious locks.
Let me see yours.
Delicious.
Let's
see yours, Guy.
I'm taking a piss.
Let's see it, Fouad. That looks pretty good.
Look at that.
Fouad, do you use a...
Fouad, talk so it's closer.
What? You can hear me?
You're talking, so here you go. Now lean over.
I think Fouad uses a filter on his thing.
On what thing?
On your camera.
No, it's because I got lights set up.
Do you have none in the middle of your head?
Yeah, it's like a racing stripe right down the center.
That's great.
I have all kinds of different patches of nothing.
All right.
Those are the shades. Did anyone see the shades Jay was wearing the other day?
Look, show me your head,
He looked
Guy.
like fucking Elvis.
Look at Guy.
Sweating. Hold on.
Oh God,
That's a
going
fucking
on?
melon. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's getting thick.
It's a lot of hair.
It's getting thick in the middle there, Guy.
It is. I told you.
I gotta find out what actor you look like. Oh my God, you look exactly like a certain actor, and I don't know his name.
Type in Google "sexiest man alive" and that's who it is.
Okay.
No, what's his name? You look like the guy I met at the Arnold one year.
Lonnie
Like
Teeper?
the last poop I took.
He looks like Lonnie Teeper?
No, he was on like LA Law or something.
Oh, who? Somebody said I look like Stabler the other day.
Chris.
Okay, who cares?
Wait, Fouad. Google Detective Stabler.
Oh God.
You're gonna laugh because somebody said it and I laughed a little bit because it was.
No, there's no fucking way.
Really?
No, not at all.
Somebody said it to me. I don't know.
No.
No?
Yes, right there. That's him. That's the
No.
one.
He doesn't look like that.
See? That's two people now that think that.
That does not look like Guy.
No, just the shape of his hair and his head.
Somebody said the nose and the eyes.
Yeah, Chris Milani is his name.
Check it out.
He was at the Arnold one year. Oh, Lonnie's got the same hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lonnie's who I look like. You guys are great.
I think Lonnie used to paint his.
Okay, can we get on to more important issues here?
Yes.
Besides Guy?
We fucking skipped over the whole Arnold because Guy jumped on and interrupted the conversation.
They were not
That's
making
right.
blasted for that in the comments. Great. Guy hates bodybuilding.
Is Andrew going to beat James, Marc Hector, Patrick Williams? Is it Patrick Williams? No.
I don't think it's
Patrick
Williams.
Johnson. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah.
Those three guys. Martin.
I thought he wasn't doing it.
No, he's in. Apparently
Now
got
he's
his
in.
visa. Yeah.
Oh, that was the reason?
Yeah, it was a visa issue, I guess. So what do you guys think? Jose, what do you think? I need your expert opinion.
I think James is the most dangerous for him.
Yes. I don't know about that. James and Mark are both dangerous for him, I think.
What do Marc Hector's legs look like?
Honestly,
they're good.
Mark reminds me of Brandon Curry, but wider.
He's very wide.
Yeah.
His pecs and delts are crazy.
His shoulder girdle, like his scapula, is just fucking wide.
Me and
Right.
Fouad said Mark had good legs. Ian said they needed to come up a little bit.
Well, they do need to come up a little
Yeah.
bit, but they're not bad. Like this is a good shot here. That's pretty even. Like it's not. They're not lagging far behind. It could be a little thicker, but they're pretty big legs, man.
So his
Looks
legs
like
are
he's got a
what's
little
gonna
Bo
hold him
Willis
back.
on.
What'd you say, Jose?
His legs are what's going to hold him back against
Do you think in this?
Andrew.
Do you think in this picture, Jose, that these are uneven with his upper
No,
body?
I don't.
No.
A little, but I'm just comparing them to James and Andrew.
I
Their
think
legs-
he's got,
Yeah, but Andrew doesn't balance like this. Like Andrew's got huge quads, but doesn't have a huge back.
No.
I think Mark's going to be very fucking dangerous.
Mark is more balanced. Like I'm not saying he's more impressive necessarily than Andrew because I haven't seen either one in person. But as far as looking at their structures, Mark is more balanced than Andrew, in my opinion.
Yes.
Show me Mark from behind.
There's a back shot down here somewhere.
Yeah, but it's
I'll tell you,
older.
he hits his side chest better than Andrew.
His side shots are crazy because his arms and delts are
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Like, this is a back shot, but it's not.
that's really good.
Yeah,
Good.
I know. I'm just.
I
trying to
think
find-
he's got one of the most impressive structures.
Dude, his back lat spread is very fucking wide. Like, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
He has. I don't think he has any. I don't know what his hamstrings and calves look like though necessarily, but if you look here, his hamstrings have definitely come up because there's a gap here and there's no gap here.
Everything's come up. His shoulders, his
His
back,
calves,
Yeah, look at the back.
crazy.
You know, even his calves have grown.
would you say he's 5'9"?
Yeah.
He's
He's-
dangerous.
I honestly think it's him and James that I'm more worried about.
Go up, go up, go up in the middle. Wait, no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. 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 Down.
That's where I was, man.
No, down. No, because there was right there. Is there a back shot here?
No, we've seen
No.
the back shot.
With his legs, though. There's not really.
Well, we saw this one, but there's no
No,
no condition.
That's a while ago. No, that was 10 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is 14 weeks out. So they're 2 weeks out now. So that's 12 weeks ago.
Do you have like the last time he was on stage from behind a rear double?
I think he's improved dramatically, though, bro.
Yeah, he has. Like
I don't even think it'd be fair to compare the last.
you can
time he was on
tell
stage
you can tell by
now.
these you can tell by these off-season pictures. I mean, look at this, Jose. This is
Yeah.
not even the same person anymore.
Yeah, he's morphing.
Like, this is not even. This looks like an amateur. He wasn't an amateur, but like this is a top bodybuilder. You know,
Yeah,
this is his last show. This is how freaky he gets. Like when he's dry.
Crazy.
yeah.
And this is, imagine this now with an extra 20 pounds of muscle.
He's gonna be fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah.
If he can get this hard again with the added muscle that he's put on, it's him and James, in my opinion. Or him, James and Mark and
Martin.
not Martin, Andrew and Martin. I mean, they're all it's not anybody's show, I don't
got
think.
one up there.
I
Yeah,
don't
well,
think-
that's your top four then, right?
No, but what I'm saying is it's not, people are like, well, Andrew's gonna walk away with it. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think he could win, but so could James, so could Mark. I don't think Martin can beat the other three, though.
I don't know.
You think Martin can beat James, Mark, and
I've seen
and
some recent photos.
well, how much better could he have gotten? That only thing he could do is get more shredded. He's not going to get bigger.
He did get better.
Bigger,
I wouldn't say bigger, but he
Or
did
fuller.
get better.
Got
Yes.
better. Well, I mean,
I think
Okay.
I think he's going to be better. I'm not saying he's going to win, but
I
he's
would
gonna-
throw. That's fine. I would throw Martin in the mix too. I'm not saying he can't win. I just think Andrew already beat him, and Andrew wasn't at his best. So if Andrew's any sharper than he was in Tampa, or sorry, where was it? Texas or Tampa? Texas.
Texas.
If he's any sharper, then he's going to beat Martin again, in my opinion.
I can agree.
Right. So
I think Martin's gonna be better too.
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like he already beat him, and so if they both come in better, then
I just know Martin's very hungry.
and I don't want to sleep on this guy either. This is Patrick Johnson. He's a big fucking dude, and he looks like he's finally been able to. His problem in the past was conditioning. It looks like they figured that out.
He looks good.
He looks fucking real good, man.
Yeah, he's got some freaky stuff going on.
This side of the leg shit, that's fucking good condition.
Really good.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Deep separation there.
See from the front. Can't really tell because I can't
Yeah,
see the waist.
I think his lower body looks a little
Unbalanced.
better than Hector.
Well, I can't
Better?
tell because he's wearing I can't tell what the ratio looks like compared to his upper body here. I need to find a front shot.
You think he looks
He
better,
looks-
Hose?
I think he has more sweep.
His
I don't know.
leg-
'Cause his back's not as big. He actually, I mean, his legs look good.
Jose, I'll
Look at
give you
his
that.
sweep, though.
Jose, I'll give you this. If you measured his leg and you measured Mark's leg, I bet you this leg would be bigger. But because his waist is not like
Yeah.
Mark's, it's not going to look the same.
That's exactly what I was saying.
And his shoulders may not be as wide either.
Oh, his shoulders are
His-
definitely not as wide.
No, his front delts
you can-
are a little flat.
You can see in this shot here, his shoulders are going to be like if he's wide across the chest because of his scapula, that's fine. But his delt itself is nowhere near Marc Hector's.
Oh, look at that tricep and fucking side hamstring. That's wild.
Mark's delts are like super fucking round. The back's leaving something to be desired too.
That's okay.
Well, I just think like look at the conditioning here in the hamstrings.
Yeah.
And then the conditioning here does not match.
You know what's crazy? From the back, his front delt doesn't look bad, but from the side, it doesn't look like it's there.
Could be the way he's posing it. Arms are good. That's a nice front double.
Very
Really
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Really good.
his waist looks really good there.
Look at the size of his fucking arms. Oh my God.
That's a really good shot, man.
Yeah.
He looks good there.
It looks better. I don't, you know, sometimes a lot of guys are doing this angle shit. Don't do it, man. Just do it this way. This looks way better.
Yeah, they both look great.
I think I like this shot better. The
I
straight
do
across.
too.
His waist really looks better here than it did in the front lat.
What's his thing? I have Patrick.
He could have just been the way he was posing.
I still don't think the delts are as developed as Mark's, and I don't think he's as wide across. His legs are better though, Jose. I'll give you that. They're thicker.
Yeah.
But I think Marc is going to have a smaller waist, and he's going to be thicker across the chest and delts.
He's got some nasty conditioning though.
And from behind, Hector's better. That looks pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know if Hector's hamstrings are going to match up to this.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know because we haven't seen him, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I don't know. Because I don't know what his hamstrings look like peeled. He's good. Anyway, I think he'll be in the top 5.
Phew.
Yeah.
Look at these legs.
Very impressive.
Back lat.
Whose legs do they remind you of? Go back.
I don't know.
They almost look like branches.
They're very thick all
And
the way down.
grainy.
Like, look where his adductors touch.
It's like very grainy, gnarly muscle. That's crazy.
That's a grainy photo though. One sec. Here's a little bit better representation. I feel like the back is still lagging a little bit, but I don't know.
Well, it's a fucking mile away.
No, but I'm saying like look down here. It's still
The mid lower lats.
yeah. Really trying to parse out like a little bit. Plus, this was a while ago too. This is 3 weeks ago, so who knows? But yeah, I think he's going to be one to watch.
That's a crazy shot, bro.
Look at the fucking
Yeah.
hamstrings. Yeah,
Is he Nigerian too?
I don't know.
Look at that.
He's thick as fuck. Look at that fucking hamstring, man.
Yeah, he's big boy.
How is he placed in the last few shows?
He hasn't done as well as he should because
Jesus,
I think
Is that a tear in his Is that a tear in his hamstring?
yeah,
You see his arms
yeah.
in
This
the
is
rear double?
torn here, guy.
Is that kind of what you have?
Yeah, mine's torn more from the bottom though. This looks like it tore somewhere in the middle. Yeah, this doesn't match the rest of his body though.
No, that's probably his weakest pose.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably one of his best.
His problem in the past was conditioning. I think he had a 4th place last year. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but anyway, he definitely won to watch for the Arnold. Okay, so should we do predictions or wait till next week? Let's do
Next
predictions in case not everybody's back on next week. No,
we'll be
just in
on
case.
next week. No.
Look, just quickly. We can change them if we have to. Okay, real quick. Nick?
Pull up the list, bro.
Oh, you don't need the list. We already know the 5 we're looking at. We're looking at Patrick Johnson, Martin, Andrew, James, Mark.
I'm gonna
Andrew,
Go.
Jose
you just said
said Mark.
who said Mark? Nick?
Nick.
Nick says Mark. Jose says Andrew.
I'll give you my order.
Go ahead.
Andrew, James,
Yeah.
Martin,
Holy shit.
Hector, Johnson.
If there's somebody else doing the show that I forgot about, forgive me. I wasn't able to find a list. That's also why I don't have a list up, Guy. Guy, who's first?
Can I give you a
Nick,
fifth?
Nick, do you have a second, third, fourth?
Can I give you a fifth?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Marc Hector. Andrew. I'm gonna go James, Martin,
and then the other guy,
Patrick.
Patrick.
I'm gonna go James, Andrew, Mark. Actually,
No, you know what? I'm gonna switch. I want to switch. No. Fuck.
I think the only one that can beat Andrew is James.
I don't think so. I got Mark ahead of him.
What's your
I
list?
don't-
I got James, Mark, Andrew, Martin, Patrick. Subject to change over the next course week.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could be way off, but I think Hector's legs are gonna hold him back next to James and Andrew.
Maybe. I have James
And-
winning.
And Martin has great legs. I mean, all
Martin
those
does have-
guys and Patrick.
I think Mark is so underrated shape wise. I think he's a better version of Brandon Curry.
Mr. Olympia.
Yes. Yes.
That's a bold statement.
Listen, I'm not saying this year. I'm saying if you add another
Years
10,
to come.
if you add another 10 pounds on Mark's frame, and if his lines don't change, that's a hard motherfucker to beat, man.
No, he's impressive.
I don't think his legs are worse than Brandon's when Brandon was at this point in his career. Think of Brandon Curry when he was like 3 years into his career.
Right. And his legs were rather weak.
Yeah, Mark's legs are way better than Brandon's were when he at the same point in his career. So imagine Mark 5 or 10 pounds heavier than he is right now with the same lines. That's a fucking honestly, I'm really blown away by Mark's shape. You don't see that shape every day.
No, it is. It's very impressive.
That really, really tiny waist with the really round muscle bellies, really round shoulders. It's just like Andrew jacked. It's the same type of, I mean, Andrew's got crazier quads, but when you look at Andrew, you see these standout body parts. The only difference, and the reason I'm picking Mark over Andrew, is because I feel like Andrew still has more room to fill out that frame. I feel like Mark's back is better. I feel like he's going to look overall proportionately better when he's fully peeled. But I could be wrong because Andrew's quads are so impressive that it might be like a wow factor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm maybe overly impressed with Mark, but I think he's going to be really good.
I just haven't seen enough of him to. I hope he, surprises everyone.
I just remember seeing him the first time he competed, and I was like, that guy's going to be really good because you could tell by the way his physique flowed together, and the shape of each muscle belly. It's not just like big shoulders, but they're fucking everything's really round,
Massive.
Yeah, and you don't really see that a lot, man. So anyway, that's my picks. I could change over the next week, and I think the reason James beats Mark is he's going to have that grainy condition and he's going to out muscle him. So that's why I put James at first, Mark second. I could be wrong. Andrew could beat both of them. So I don't know. It's a tough show to call.
It's an exciting show.
I want to decide it with Martin.
No, you have to decide.
No, this is subject to change.
I think the only one.
I really think Martin's gonna be a lot better.
How do you give predictions?
Can I give you mine?
Well, because we still have another week till the show. So like this is not the last week of the show. So we can still make some changes next week when we meet up if we have to.
Well, we're gonna have to see a lot more Instagram posts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we keep looking at everything and get some insider information. Next week we'll come back and revisit it.
I'm gonna call George Farrer and get some
pictures.
I'm gonna call Brian.
Get send them to me, please, so we can all have equal.
Do you want my picks or should I just go fuck myself?
What?
I want your picks.
You want my picks or should I just go fuck myself?
I'm waiting for you. You want to
Karen,
let everybody
we're
wait
waiting
first.
for your
We're
call.
waiting.
This guy needs a special. This guy needs a
We're
special
having
invite.
sidebar conversations. What are you talking about?
It's a special invitation, guy. Can you please give us your
Go.
James, Mark, Martin, Andrew,
James,
Patrick.
Mark, Martin? You got Andrew in
Right.
fourth.
I think because I don't think Andrew was prepared to do this, so I don't know if he stayed on track up until recently because he got his visa. So I don't know.
I think
You notice a trend with Guy?
Wow.
He's racist. he just picked three white guys ahead of Andrew.
No, he didn't. Mark's black.
Marc Hector is black.
No, you named someone who's not even doing the show just because he's white. Jesus, Guy. Come on.
What did I do?
Exactly.
Are you trying to fight with me?
How do you have Andrew in fourth?
Jose thinks
Jose
thinks Andrew is first call at the Olympia, which could very well be.
I think Martin's going to be a lot better. I might change it next week.
I think Martin and Andrew are both going to be better. And since Andrew's already beaten Martin, I think he's going to beat him again.
No.
Doesn't always work like that.
I think me and Nick should make a side bet.
Why?
Because you seem adamant that Martin's going to beat Andrew, and I want to take you up on that bet.
So how much room did Martin have to improve? I thought he was balls on.
He didn't have a lot to improve. He could be maybe a little sharper, but I don't see him being that much better. He was really good.
I mean, that was
you got to
extraordinary.
You got to paint your fingernails black.
Nope.
What?
Nick's got to paint his fingernails if he loses a bet
Nope.
for 3 weeks.
Not doing it.
You don't want to do any bets. I can't make bets with you. You don't do anything.
Okay, so hold on.
Oh, Nick,
hold on.
Wait,
I texted Branch. I
got to tell Nick this because it's gross. Nick, you hate mayonnaise, right? Evan Senapani ate an entire
11 servings.
Jar of mayonnaise with nothing else, just in a spoon. He just squirted it in a spoon and fucking ate it.
Boy. Nasty.
11 servings.
An
11
entire,
servings.
you know, the small jar of Hellmann's.
It was like this.
Ew. Oh, ew.
He held it like this and just squirted it in his mouth and ate it.
What, like how?
Like, he went like this.
Why was he doing that?
Where were you today? You didn't see it?
I was like, you didn't see him eat the mayonnaise?
Hold on.
That's a sick man.
Dude, I couldn't believe he did it. I accused him of lying. I'm like, you put something else in that jar.
Did I.
You put something else in the jar and you fucking made it look like mayonnaise and you
It
ate
was
something
whipped
else.
cream.
Yeah. But he's like, but then I said, you got to go to the grocery store. You have to pick one up off the shelf, open it in front of us, and eat a tablespoon out of it. He said he would do it.
That's gross.
I'm starting to believe he actually did it.
Yeah, Evan's not one to.
Yeah,
I
Evan
don't
does
lie.
I don't think I could do that with any condiment.
No.
Like if you said to me, take a tablespoon of fucking ketchup, I'd be like, ugh, can't do it. I mean, I could do it, but I'm like, I don't. It's gross.
Ketchup is way different than mayonnaise, bro.
Dude,
It is?
It's just as gross though. Like think about taking a tablespoon of ketchup. Really?
I could do that.
I could do mayonnaise. You can't do mayonnaise because you hate mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is so gross.
How can you hate mayonnaise? What do you put on a sandwich?
What do you mean? Everything but.
Yeah, but like if you make a turkey sandwich, you put mayonnaise on it?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Turkey and cheese.
What about when you get like a Chick-fil-A McChicken, like a chicken sandwich?
That's plain.
You don't get like mayo on it?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
It's gross.
What was that? You like mayonnaise, right?
This was today, right?
I've had it.
Was this today or yesterday?
What do you mean I've had it? You make it sound like you only had it like once or twice in your life.
Like
No. When I was like debaucherous and I would go out and get a roast beef, I'd get a roast beef 3-way with barbecue sauce.
A roast beef
Cheese.
3-way. Sounds like you're talking about sex.
Yeah, exactly. With cheese, barbecue sauce, and mayo.
Here.
That's the ultimate heart attack.
I'm going to play it and fast forward.
Are we gonna be able to see it? Yeah, watch this. Watch this, Nick.
Move over.
No, other way.
Better?
Look it. Oh, fucking gross.
Oh, he's having more.
He just kept doing it, dude, till it was oh, look. Oh my god. Dude, he's gotta be lying. It's gotta be like fucking vanilla pudding or something.
Do you see Tuttle's face?
Yeah.
Look
at-
no. How many calories was that?
Nick, can you believe
Listen,
this?
wait, he tells you.
guy just to cheer you up. Look,
Okay, go skip. That's good. That's good enough.
after that lady.
Dude, he just ate a whole fucking
Bro, I can't.
bottle.
It's just really good, and sometimes I just really want it. So I taste kind of a refeed day for me. So I'll just kind of let's let it rip a little bit.
And yes, regarding the training stuff.
Okay, that's good, guy.
No, because here,
Okay,
It doesn't matter. He's finishing it off.
I mean, it
Oh,
doesn't
my.
matter. It matters.
I didn't know there was more.
Yes, there's more. This matters.
Oh, wow.
Listen,
11 servings in this container, which is intentionally why I buy it, so that I don't overconsume it. So each serving has 11 grams of fat and 11 servings, so I don't know, like 120 grams of fat. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big a deal. It's 900 calories. He's like, not that big a deal.
He's a big guy. He can
he ate a
handle it.
Big Mac of mayonnaise.
Look, it's not the calories. I would eat a Big Mac, a double Big Mac's 1,000 calories. I'm just like, how do you eat the fucking mayonnaise like
How
that?
does he not shit his pants?
How do
He
you?
probably did.
Like
Okay.
it's really gross.
He probably did.
He justified it though. He's like, well, technically it's only canola oil, egg yolk,
Yeah,
vinegar, and
I
lemon
know.
juice.
He's like-
It's technically all good stuff. And if you think about it, you're like, it is kind of not all bad for you.
oh God, we're gonna get a bunch of guys eating fucking mayonnaise
It-
now, just straight.
Oh,
The
it's fine.
mayonnaise
Oh,
challenge.
There is nothing pleasing about that.
Hey,
All right.
Fouad, one of the bets should be if you lose, you got to eat an entire 11 serving thing of
I
mayonnaise.
tried to do that with Nick. He wouldn't do it. He's a
All right.
pussy.
Nick, stop being a bitch.
I'm not doing it.
Nick even trimmed his beard already. Look,
That did it. That did
Nick should be paying all of us right now
Yeah, dude, bet. That means we can shave our heads. Pay up,
Yeah.
bitch.
because you fucking trimmed your beard. You're supposed to
250.
leave it.
250. You want my Venmo? I'll text it to you.
Hey, someone
Well,
asked.
I
if-
already
if-
owed Nick 250, so we're even. You got to pay. I don't owe you shit anymore.
What
Nick,
about
let me see that tattoo on your forearm.
says Cisternino.
Someone asked if it was misspelled.
It's not
No,
this.
it's not misspell. Okay, let's move on.
Wait, I want my money.
We're gonna do a rate your physique. This is Wilson
What?
the Wild.
Okay.
That's fake.
No, he just turned pro at
I don't-
the. I believe it's the North Americans. No, what is this? North America? Yeah,
I
it's
know
American.
that kid.
Yeah, we sponsored him.
What's his name?
Wilson.
Wilson.
No, no.
Wilson.
Wilson.
Okay, wait. He wants us to rate his physique, so we're gonna take a look in video.
What is
Great.
loud
That-
noise? I
that
keep
doesn't
hearing?
help. What do
His
you think, Jose?
dentures are even better.
First impressions, Jose.
He looks fantastic.
I
Very
think
good.
his back could be thicker.
That might be even just how he's posing. He's really wide.
I think he's got everything you need to be a good men's physique guy. I think he just needs to be a little bit thicker.
He looks really good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's tall.
But see how thick this guy's chest is? Like, I think they're looking for a little bit more muscle. Look from the back. Also, his oil's kind of lacking.
Yeah. It
I
was
think
hurting
looks great.
from the front. You couldn't see his abs as detailed as some of the other guys.
His back looks pretty good here.
Yeah.
I wonder what the first call out looked like, though. Because I think he says here, end up in the fourth call out.
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't know what the first call out looked like. I think they want the guys to be a little thicker than this. So I don't know. If you're asking me for a rate your physique for men's physique, I would say everything is there. It just needs to be thicker.
so what do you rate it?
Huh?
What's your rating?
Well, because everything's really symmetrical, I would give him like a. He's got to add size, so I would say it's like an 8.
An 8.
Well, because everything looks really, really good. It just needs to be thicker. So I would say this is an 8. And if you
Fourth
got
call out.
what's that?
Is
How is that an 8?
What do you mean? How's it an 8?
In the fourth call out?
Yeah, but there's a big difference between an 8 and a 9.
Yeah.
so is he a classic competitor and he just did men's physique?
He competed in both. I think he got his pro card in men's physique.
He's got nice legs.
I'm
yeah, I
telling you.
like him as classic better.
Well, I think either way he's got to get thicker
Yeah.
because his shoulders need to be bigger for
I'd
classic.
give him
Yeah, I like his physique. I think he looks good.
Wilson, everything is there, dude. You just need to be thicker. The chest.
just needs size. He's got great. I like his legs. He's got
Yeah.
great legs.
Yeah, tiny waist. He's
Yeah.
wide through the shoulders.
Got good sweeps.
Well, that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying it's an 8, Nick, because everything is there. I think if he put on
But I
10
think-
pounds,
He as a classic though.
But even if he competed classic, he's still got the same problem. He needs to be bigger.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying. I think I like him better. So a classic.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
yeah.
too.
So what do you guys think numbers wise, Nick? You got a number?
I'll give him a 7.
7?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
His body is perfectly symmetrical. How do you give him a 7?
7.5.
Fouad, asking your opinion and then shitting on you. All right, don't answer it then.
Okay, sorry. Okay, 7. Fuck it. Go ahead, Jose.
I'm going to give him an 8. I think he has an extraordinary structure and great legs, tiny waist, wide shoulders. Just got to add on to it.
Guy, what do you think? He definitely needs more. This looks like it was after a chest workout. I think he needs more shoulder to match the chest.
I bet he's
more
way
tricep.
more impressive in person.
Guy, what's your number?
I would say,
Shoulders and triceps, Wilson.
I would say 8.
Fuck me, dude.
I think he'd look much better with Bo Lewis's trunks. It'd be way more
Let's see what the
impressive.
back looks like. So I say back primarily, then shoulders, then triceps. Yeah, the back needs to be thicker for sure. Okay.
Why do people do that?
I'll give him an 8.
Wow.
Do what?
The rear lat spread with their wrists instead of their hands.
That's like a
If you do
Franco.
that, no,
Colombo.
if you do that, Jose, John taught me that. If you do
It
that,
cuts down the space between the arms.
not just that, you can actually, some guys can actually pull their lats a little bit further out when they tuck their knuckles in and roll it,
Right.
rather than pulling around with their thumbs.
Yeah, I never liked it.
It looks better. I've tried it both ways. My lats actually look wider when I roll my knuckles, but my traps come down more, so it kind of ruins the whole look.
Right.
Sorry?
I'm gonna try that.
Well, we tried it. Remember, we tried it in Tennessee. It didn't work for you because your arms are too big.
I did it once early on in my career.
What'd you say, Nick?
We tried the wrist part.
Yeah, we were in the gym. We only tried posing for a minute, but I asked you to try it because I wanted to see if it would help you open up your back.
It didn't help.
It felt like your arms were in the way.
My arms are always.
Yeah.
Mine
I
too.
think people with huge arms, it hurts even the front lat spread.
Yeah.
The arms are in the way.
Basically
All
my
right,
problem.
this is a long question.
Definitely guy's problem.
I'm a nurse in the UK. I've been involved with bodybuilding for 20 plus years, but now look after a lot of older bodybuilders, all the guys who were flippant with dosages, but were the guys who were the guinea pigs for everyone today. My question is, do you think people are still lying about health issues to defend the bodybuilding lifestyle, or is it a shame or embarrassment that they've inflicted a lot of their health issues on themselves? I don't think people are ashamed. I talk about my fucking health issues all the time. I talk about kidney issues. Frank talks about going to dialysis. Fucking people talk about blood pressure issues all the time.
Yeah.
I think now is like people are talking about their health issues more than ever.
People talk about it now more than ever.
Man, every time I go online, I see somebody with a blood pressure
Monitor.
cuff and monitor checking their blood pressure. Guys are checking their blood sugar way more. I don't know. I think it's the opposite. Jose, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think bodybuilders lie as much as people think. It is what it is, and people don't want to believe it.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of us are hiding our health. I mean, I know some people don't like to talk about their health issues, but I think way more people talk about it now than they ever did before.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to. Ever lied to your coach on a prep, Nick?
No.
Guy? Jose?
No.
I have.
Well,
but,
they used to do more cardio, no?
oh,
That's true.
yeah. I've lied like that a lot of times.
Yeah.
What,
I
not
was-
doing cardio?
No,
I
I've
was
lied like.
obsessed with cardio.
I've
Actually, you
lied
know
like-
what? I can't. You know what? I have.
I've lied like they've been like do half an hour cardio. I'll do like 40 minutes,
Yeah.
or like eat a cup of rice, or eat a cup of rice, and I'll eat like 3/4.
I've done that. I've done the cardio part. I have done the cardio part.
I've cheated on my diet before and lied,
But
but then
that
came clean
part,
like
no-
a day
no
later.
Diet and shit. Oh.
I always came clean like a day or two later because I couldn't bear the guilt. You know what? It wasn't really ever that I cheated on my diet. It was more like they gave me a cheat and I maybe went a little overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I would do, like if my weight was really low and Chris gave me like a burger and fries, I would eat it. And then literally after I got done eating, I would weigh myself. And if my weight didn't really move that much, I would just eat more to where my weight got to a place where I knew it would sustain a little bit.
I've never done that. That's so crazy that you've done that. I've never eaten and then weighed myself like after to see if I ate enough food.
Yeah.
No.
Is that weird? Anybody
Very
else?
weird.
How long would you wait after to weigh yourself?
I would
The next
eat
morning.
probably 15 minutes. No.
No.
Because
Yeah,
this is the
you're
thing.
neurotic.
I know my issue was once my weight started going, it was hard to control it. So
Right.
let's say I woke up in the morning and I was not what it doesn't matter how many weeks out. Like let's say I was 210 and
Yeah.
I had like 8 weeks to go. And I ate and I normally go to bed at let's say 2:14. If I'm supposed to have a cheat meal and it's at night and I have that cheat meal and I'm still like 2:14 or 2:15 and I'm not that much heavier, I'll eat until my weight goes up a little bit. So when I go to bed and wake up in the morning, I'm not in another deficit.
Yeah, right.
So that's just how I would do it.
Well-
I didn't do that all the time.
What would you eat after a burger?
I would just either a little dessert or I would just eat more fries or like maybe get another burger.
Yeah.
Has prep ever affected the way you drive?
No.
For
Guy.
sure. For sure, guy. For sure.
They're all fucking, y'all make me out to be a maniac. Let me say something. I'm probably the most loyal, nicest motherfucker on this podcast. And you guys
Nobody
never
asked
talk
about
that shit.
loyalty.
You're not more loyal than me.
Yeah.
What?
They just asked
You're
if you
nuts.
drive like an asshole.
Yeah, but you guys also attack me for everything that's negative. It's like, guy.
How many times have you called me on the phone or
Zero.
try to do a circle and pause for a minute because you're like, hey, get the fuck off the road, or like freak out or something? Like, how often does that happen?
Never.
Oh my
Every
God, are
day.
you kidding? Dude, the first year of this podcast, you told like 5 stories about getting out of your car.
True. This is true.
Dude, I've been on the phone with Guy when he got out of the car.
I know. He's
And
trying
I'd be yelling,
When?
dude,
When?
get back in your car. What are you
When?
doing?
On the
Right.
phone with Guy when he was yelling at someone.
Oh, wait, was that the Tim Hortons thing?
Yes.
The guy was going down the wrong, bro. This guy was on my lane of traffic just to go to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but most
And he
people,
almost fucking ran head on with me and he pulled in to order a coffee. I was like, are you kidding me? You're not just gonna go get a coffee.
yeah, but most people just get out of the way and don't do anything.
Bro, he almost fucking killed me.
That sounds a little dramatic.
Oh no, head on collision. I would have been fine. You're
Only Guy.
you're such a moose knuckle.
All right. If Nick Walker wins the Olympia, would you get a mutant tattoo, Fouad?
Ooh.
Look at Nick's
Oh.
wheels turning.
I'm not getting a mutant tattoo. Fine. If he doesn't win the Olympia, he's got to get a Haas tattoo.
Deal.
Deal.
Ooh.
Deal. Mr. Confidence, deal. Sign me up. Come on, shake on it, bro.
I do.
Oh!
Deal?
Deal.
Oh!
You have to do it.
Oh!
Where does he get it, though?
We haven't decided that yet, but you have to.
Butt cheek. Get on butt cheek.
I am
Put it
not
on
going
his-
on stage with a horse tattoo on my ass.
Just put it on your happy trail. Right below your belly
man,
button.
That's fucking funny. Cupcake or muffin?
Muffin.
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 That's a no-brainer.
I've never been a big cupcake guy.
I do like a nice cupcake.
Really?
Sometimes.
I feel like I'd rather just have a piece of cake than a cupcake.
You got a one bite to cupcakes though.
Yeah.
Or two.
Did you guys settle the cheesecake debate?
What?
If it's a pie or not?
That's not a cheesesteak debate, you knucklehead. It was
No,
a
cheesecake. He's asking if we settled the cheesecake
Oh,
debate.
I thought he said cheesesteak. I'm like, what?
No, it's a cheesecake
Cheesecake.
debate.
Open your fucking big ass ears.
How can they not? They're already open, you fucking idiot. I can't open them anymore. If they were open any fucking more, I'd be flying, Nick. All right?
Excluding Jay, who's the greatest runner-up, Mr. Olympia?
So is no one going to answer the question?
Yeah.
Oh, the cheesecake. Did we figure it out? That's right. I'm sorry, Nick. Did we figure out the cheesecake? Didn't we read that? I think me and Guy were laughing too bad, and Ian gave us the definition. But
Let me
nobody
tell
paid
you
attention.
something. I watched that thing again, like the
I
little
know.
clip.
I know.
I was in tears.
I know.
Because
I
we
don't
were
remember-
both laughing at something so dumb,
I
but
know.
I just couldn't control myself.
I don't remember what Ian said. I don't remember. I think he said it was a pie. I think he said it was a pie.
Oh, I thought it was a cake.
No, we said it was a pie because I remember us saying cheese pie sounds gross, but then that turned out to be true. It's a pie.
Because of the crust?
I think so. Let me just make sure.
This is so weird.
What's weird?
What are we talking about here?
What's wrong with you, Jose? Why are you being so serious?
What are you asking? If a cheesecake is a pie?
Is a pie, yeah.
No, it's a cake.
Is it?
It says cheesecake.
How much you want to
It
bet?
doesn't say cheese pie. How is this even a question? What?
Well, think about it.
It's like, is a
So mad.
basketball a canoe or a ball?
Wait a minute.
It's a
because
ball.
the
It's a
cheesecake
basketball.
is in a crust. So crust is a pie.
What the? No,
Seriously, think about it.
just by the name of it, it's a cake.
I know, but think for a second. When you make a cake, you don't put a crust on a cake.
Well, cheesecakes you do.
This, let's see.
Is cheesecake a pie?
Let's see what it says.
Or is it a cheesecake pie?
Is a cheesecake a pie? The structure of cheesecake is composed of somewhat pastry shell with a custard-like filling and sometimes contains fruit. Despite the confusing terminology, cheesecake is by no means a cake. Also, since cheesecake isn't topped with pastry, it cannot be a pie.
Yeah, here's Fouad with his Canadian Google. again.
Cheesecake is and
Oh.
forever will be a tart.
A tart?
Yeah.
Cheesecake
All
is a tart?
Okay,
So
so another
nobody's
one.
right.
Another one, Jose. A cheesecake is not a pie.
It's
Yeah.
not a cake.
A cheesecake is not a cake. Sorry, a cheesecake is also not a pie.
What surprise?
We settled
Oh,
this.
not a
It's a
cake.
tart.
That is, it's a
This one
tart.
says a cheesecake is a pie.
I don't want my favorite dessert to be a tart.
This one says it's a pie also. None of them say it's a cake.
Not
It's
a
a tart.
Did anybody miss what Nick just said?
No, what did he say?
I don't want my favorite dessert to be a tart.
You're an idiot.
All right.
So it's
We-
not a
we
cake.
settled that.
See how angry you were, and you were wrong.
What? It's a fucking what?
It's still bullshit.
What?
You don't believe anything. How can we
I
ever
don't.
prove? How can we ever prove anything right or wrong? You don't believe anything on the internet.
Well, go to your poll there and you'll figure it out.
That's not the way. No, Google is definitely more right than the poll.
I don't believe so.
Let's see what the poll says.
Even Nick said it.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. 501 votes, 72% female.
Female?
Always
72%
Yeah,
think it's female
our side.
genitalia. Yeah,
Right.
Right.
70% are wrong.
I'm going to do the cheesecake poll.
What's the poll?
Is it a cake or a pie?
But we
Or
just
it's hard.
figured out the answer.
Yeah, but I want to know what people say.
But people aren't right just because
Do it
people
on
say
your Instagram, Nick.
As I'm going to when we get off here.
But
Yeah.
what is this? What is this? You guys think just because people say things that means it's right?
Yes.
You think just because it's on Google, it's right?
I think if it's in a dictionary, it's right. I
didn't
think
see
if you
no
go to
diction.
I think if you go to www.dictionary.com and it's fucking in there,
You go www.gofuckyourself.
it's more right than fucking my poll on YouTube.
No way.
It's a fucking dictionary.
Fuck that dick.
Fuck off, guy. I just had a big yawn.
All right, let's go back to our questions. We'll do a few more. A couple more. Excluding Jay, who's the greatest runner-up Mr. Olympia in your opinion?
Runner up?
Flex Wheeler.
Flex
Yeah, I was going to say flex.
for sure. There is no other answer. Well, there is. You could say Kevin LeBron.
Kevin. That's where I was gonna say.
So you say Kevin. Definitely say Kevin.
I was gonna say Kevin.
I would say Flex Wheeler though. I think if you ask people who is the unanimous or who is the most
Uncrowned Mr. Olympia.
who
Flex
yeah,
Wheeler.
who is the uncrowned Olympia, the most votes would go to Flex Wheeler.
Flex.
Listen, I will say this. My opinion is unbiased or is biased because Kevin was my favorite bodybuilder.
Oh yeah.
That's my answer. Kevin, Flex is probably the right answer, but I just would say Kevin because I love Kevin's physique.
But I think if you did take a poll, Flex would win.
I agree.
At what age
The poll.
were you the happiest?
What age?
Yeah. I'm gonna say 6.
You remember 6?
Slightly.
17.
7. I was pretty happy at 7.
17.
17.
7 or 23.
Why?
Because I just started bodybuilding and it was super fucking fun and all my friends were doing it. So there was like 12 of us that would go to the fucking gym every day and train. And then, but we'd still go out on the weekends and get fucking drunk. And then we would train and get huge. And it was like, we were taking a bunch of juice. I was eating like frozen dinners for my fucking protein sources. I didn't give a fuck. And I was just getting bigger and bigger every year. It was awesome. That was like, I had no worries.
What about 7?
Yeah.
7?
You said 7 too.
Because think about when you're 7. Like, I'd love to go back to 7.
No worries, bro.
Nothing. No
What about you,
bills.
Nick?
Or nothing.
No.
Year 2020.
2
Why?
years ago?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It was just a good year. Even though it was like the COVID year. I mean, I turned pro. I moved to Florida. Everything just went really well.
It was a nice pandemic. It was great.
Well, I'm talking about for me.
Yeah.
A lot of people died. It was awesome.
I'm going to say 35 also is on 23, 7, and 35.
I'm going to say 40.
Now? Oh, no, wait, no, you're 47.
How old are you now?
I'll be 48 in December.
8 years ago. Why?
December what, 31st, 29th or something?
Yeah. Because I was healthy. No injuries. My
Yeah.
body was doing anything I wanted to.
That's why I
Jose,
said
what is it,
35.
29?
I was making enough money to do anything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was in my prime, my peak physical capacity.
Yeah. That's why I said
And-
35.
And I could do anything I wanted to do.
Jose, it's the 29th?
Yep.
Okay.
Good man. Guy knows this shit.
I said 31st by accident.
Guy, you didn't tell us. What age?
17.
Why 17?
I had nothing because I was senior in high school, lifting every day. And I fucked nothing I loved more in my entire life, even over bodybuilding, was senior year of football. I'd go back to that in a heartbeat. Playing senior year of football was one of the greatest fucking things I ever did.
Okay. All right, let's
I
wrap.
understand.
We'll wrap it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I love
Not college. College I liked, but not like senior year of high school. Nothing is better than that.
Yeah.
because you rode the bench at WestCon. Guy was a bench warmer.
I was a water boy.
All right, let's do a few more. Would you rather be a strongman or a UFC fighter?
UFC.
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 Definitely UFC.
Italian cooking your Chinese food, or Chinese person cooking your Italian food?
What?
Would you rather have an Italian cooking your Chinese food or a Chinese person cooking your Italian food?
Italian cooking Chinese.
Italian cooking anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that.
Chinese can't cook Italian.
Well, how do you know Italian can cook Chinese?
You're so racist, Nick.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Don't do
No, you
this.
did. You did. Because that's how I took it.
Don't
That's
do
how I
this.
took it. That's how I took it. That's how I took it. I took it like that. I took it like that.
No.
You
The
know
best,
what?
Nick's
You know what?
racist.
And now I'm upset.
the best was, don't do this to me.
Nick is being racist. You're rubbing off on him, guy.
Okay.
You Jersey
You should
boys.
block my number.
Would you rather all you can eat at your favorite fast food joint or a nice steak dinner?
My favorite
Nice
fast
steak
food.
dinner.
A nice steak dinner, Jose?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, for as long as you can.
Would you rather have all you can eat at your favorite fast food place or a nice steak dinner?
All you can eat at my favorite fast food.
Yeah,
For
100%.
how long? One time?
All you can eat, guy. All you can eat. Not for the rest of your life. All you can eat when you sit down.
I would say a nice steak because you can eat as much as you want at McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Oh, so you're saying you just go do it at a different time?
Yeah, like
Yeah, but you can go get a nice steak at a different time. What the fuck? Does that make any difference?
It's nicer and more expensive and better quality. I can go to.
I would prefer a steak dinner over any fast food, period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it's
You
all
fucking-
you can eat.
Jose,
I
fucking,
don't care.
who adds the Hamburglar?
Yeah,
I'd rather have a nice steak
He'd be in McDonald's fucking.
at a Ruth
I want to have
Chris.
all you can eat because I can just go to Ruth Chris the next day and have a steak dinner.
I could go to McDonald's fucking anytime I want.
Yeah, but I'm going to
Exactly.
eat as much as
And
I
be tapped
can.
out.
I'm going to eat as much as I can.
Yeah,
at
which is
McDonald's.
probably not going to be any more than you normally get on a cheat meal, you idiot.
You can
You
eat
not
as
see
much
my
as you
fucking
can
point?
at a
You see
steak
my
dinner,
point now?
too.
I can do $100 at McDonald's.
There's no
No way.
fucking way you
Ooh.
can put down $100 on
Wait.
McDonald's.
Do it.
No
Can I-
chance.
Can I Uber Eats the $100 or do I have to go in there and get $100?
You gotta
No,
go get
you
it.
don't get the write off
Go
the
get it.
$20.
Well, then I
You got to
can't do it.
record it.
I can't
You
do
can
it.
Uber
Eats,
$100.
But the
Yeah.
total amount of food spent is $100.
You gotta
How
go in
long
there
do you
and
have
get.
to eat it?
I'll make you a
Wait,
deal.
I
If
don't
you
know
do
if I can
it,
do it. Wait, I
if
don't know
you
if I can
do it, if you
Oh,
do
now
it,
you're bitching out.
I
I
will.
didn't say.
Me? Me?
Shut up, you
No,
racist.
Fouad.
You fucking
If you
racist
do
over
it,
here.
hold on. If you do it, I'll pay for the food and then give you another $100.
You still owe me.
Wow.
For what?
Oh, I don't know. I just made that up.
You gotta
Um,
you gotta film it. You gotta film it.
Listen,
Yeah.
No,
I
on the
know
podcast.
I can
We'll do a
do
2-hour podcast. He's got to
Wait.
consume $100.
I can do $55, no problem.
Whoop-de fucking do.
You
Times
just
two,
said
bro.
100. Why do you keep backpedaling?
Well, I'm just saying. I was just thinking. I'm like maybe 100.
Yeah, he's a cornerback. Keep
If
backing
it's
up.
100, if it's 100 of just food, maybe not. But if it's 100 including the Uber bill,
How much is the Uber bill on top normally?
I don't know.
Don't fucking lie. You Uber eat your house every fucking day.
I don't check the bill. It's like $20 or something. I don't
Check your phone right now.
check my phone right now.
Check your phone right now. We'll settle this right fucking now. I
Let's
gotta
say
wait.
it's $20. That means it's $80 worth of food.
No, I don't think you can do it.
What would you do if I could?
I'd pay the fucking bill and get.
That's
give you
not
another-
enough. You gotta do something shitty.
Which? Oh, go ahead.
Do something
You gotta
shitty.
paint your fucking nails
I
for a
know
month.
this is what it's going to be every fucking time. This is unbelievable now. I'm just going to keep my mouth fucking shut. This is insane.
Favorite rice type during cutting and bulking? Sushi rice.
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Sushi rice.
Sushi man.
Jasmine or sticky rice is sushi rice. Yeah. What's so funny? What's so funny?
These two idiots are laughing about something. They're like little kids sometimes.
Do I got
don't
a booger or something?
know.
Dude, Nick, isn't it just how he talks?
What?
What did I miss?
You guys are from Jersey. You have an accent. You're making fun of mine. What? Fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys are smoking weed.
You just gotta wait it out. There's literally nothing to do.
You guys need to stop smoking weed.
I think Nick's
So-
sober.
Oh.
Holy shit, I'm sweating.
What did you say, Jose?
He
What?
just
We're the
fucking
only
the way
adults.
he pronunciates. He said, what? Oh.
Fuck. This is stupid. You
I
guys
love
are-
this podcast.
Sorry, Jose.
Nick. I mean, Fouad, ask another question.
All right, we'll move on. Place these from best to worst. Cheap
What?
pizza places. Oh,
What?
these cheap pizza places. Place them from best to worst. Domino's, Pizza, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars.
Never had
From
happen.
worst?
Well, what, Nick?
From worst?
Yeah, place them from best to worst.
Oh, best.
Domino's?
I've never had Little Caesars.
I
What was
never
the
had
other one?
those Caesars neither.
There was
Pizza
another
Hut.
one.
Jose, you know them?
Yeah.
From
Pizza
best to
Hut.
worst.
Pizza Hut,
No.
Domino's, because Domino's you can order those little lava cakes too.
I like Domino's better than Pizza Hut.
Ah, I don't
They
know.
had
I
this-
was going to say Papa John's.
breadstick.
Yeah, Pizza
Papa
Hut has
John's
bread.
is
That guy's,
good.
but that guy's racist.
Who?
Papa John.
Shaq
Yeah.
is part of Papa John's. What?
No, he's racist.
How? He's got Shaq. Shaq's fucking one of the guys.
Well, that's why he hired him, just so people wouldn't. think
He's
he's racist.
overcompensating.
Just like you and you saying you have a gay friend.
Wait, I think this might be it.
Wait, Papa John's. I would say Pizza Hut, Domino's, and whatever other fucking other ones.
Little Caesars is the last one.
What are we watching?
It's last.
Jose, you've had Little Caesars?
Papa
No.
John, Papa right here. Papa John's founder uses the N-word on a conference call.
See,
How do you know that's true?
It's true.
it was big news.
Yeah, man.
So why is Shaq involved?
Maybe
It
they're
was just
trying to
like,
fix
You
their
remember the-
image.
remember the CEO of Lululemon said fat chicks shouldn't wear his pants.
Really?
You remember that? Yeah, he wasn't wrong, but he
He wasn't wrong.
got in big trouble for that.
Why would you say that?
Jose
Because-
just agreed with him.
Remember the girls were having a problem with you could see through the pants,
Yeah.
Oh,
and he
Yeah.
blamed it on them being too fat to wear the pants.
well, if
He
you're
said the-
stretching the fuck out of the material, yeah.
Right. They're not for everyone, he said.
Okay.
That
Last
these
question.
need not apply.
Wait, so it would be wrong if I said Papa John's? Because that would be a racist answer.
Well, it would be on brand with you, so it's okay.
But I didn't know. I just said I didn't know that.
Guy's gonna stop making Papa John's shirts.
I'm gonna start making Shaq shirts.
No, it wouldn't be wrong. I'm just being an idiot. I don't fucking care if you like.
Have you ever had
John's.
Papa John's?
I think once.
You don't like it?
All right. I like all pizza. I don't go.
See, you know what it is? Domino's and Pizza Hut is like too overly fit. Well, I know what you're gonna say. Sometimes you just like junk pie.
Listen, honest to God, any pizza is good pizza. It's just some are shittier than others. But I'm always happy.
But there is a difference between like a pizzeria pie and like
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
So
I just-
the reason why I would pick Papa John's, I think that's more like a real pizza,
Okay.
and I don't
remember.
like shit pizza. Makes
I
sense.
like Domino's the best.
I
There's
think
no Papa John's or Little Caesars where I'm from.
What was the other one? Little Caesars and what was the other one?
Pizza Hut,
Pizza
Papa
Hut,
John's, pizza,
Domino's.
pizza.
Little Caesars and pizza. I've never had.
Little Caesars is better than pizza.
Little Caesars is pizza.
What do you mean?
On the commercial, they say pizza.
Is that the guy with the stick and he goes pizza?
Not the
Pizza.
same. It's
And
not
if
the same.
he slams the fucking stick in the ground and the pizza slip up. he
Okay,
catch on.
let's move on from this. Let's do one more question and we'll go.
Yeah. Two more.
3 more.
8 more.
Speed round.
What's the most calories
Banana clip it.
everyone? What's the most calories everyone has eaten in one day? I did
No,
17,500.
I never counted. I'm not
What?
a weirdo.
What do you mean what?
You did
How
what?
do you know you did 17,500?
Because I added it up. I was doing a
Oh
video.
yeah, he did
What was
that.
it? Do you remember what it was?
Oh, you can watch the video. It's online.
You could fucking kiss
Wow.
my tiny.
He didn't make the 20K challenge.
I was so close.
Yeah, so wait.
That's because you had that
You-
fucking big bowl of pasta.
How many calories? I know you probably figured it out. Is your $55 order from McDonald's?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
So do you think $100 would be how many calories if you had to throw it out there?
Listen, there's no doubt in my mind I could do $100 of straight food in like if you gave me a time limit, like a couple hours.
No, a half hour.
But if you said eat it in one sitting, that might be a little different.
What do you think I meant when I said eat it all at once?
I'm just saying the 20,000
Can you eat it in a
calorie, the
month?
20,000 calorie challenge is over the entire day.
How many calories do you think that $100 is out of the 20,000?
I don't know, 5.
That's it? Really?
No, if it actually
No
100,
way.
I would say your $55 order.
7,500.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't.
So
think
here's the thing. Are you
Well,
allowed to take a dump
of course
while
you are.
you're eating the $20,000 challenge?
Yeah, why
As
not?
long as you take nuggets to the bathroom.
you can take a dump. You just can't barf.
No, I wouldn't even do it. I don't think I could. In 24 hours? Or is it like
No, from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed is 20,000 calories. I got close.
Oh,
I did the math wrong. I thought I was at 14.8, but I was actually at 17.5. Had I known I was that close, I would have just downed like a fucking milkshake or something.
Would you have really?
I swear to God, I was feeling, dude. I thought I was going to die. Like my blood pressure.
Was it that bad?
Oh my God. I was like, the back of my head was throbbing. I'm like, I think I'm going to die. I should stop.
Yeah, it's
But-
dangerous.
If I knew I was that close, I would have just drank a Ben and Jerry's shake or something and just got to the 20,000.
Wait, you can actually get to that point by eating too much food in a day?
I don't
yeah.
know. That's what it felt like. I don't know. It did
Yeah,
feel
you
like that,
can.
though.
I didn't
Dude,
know
I was laying on the ground, like actually worried. I'm
I
like,
didn't know you could die from overeating.
well, I mean,
Death by cheesecake pie.
imagine that. Imagine how embarrassed you'd be. How'd he die? Oh, he's binging. He stuffed
Mama
himself.
Cat.
We pulled out a
Did a
piece of raspberry
cake.
cheesecake pie tart out of his mouth.
All right. Last question.
No, 2 more. I miss you guys.
What do you think the reason is why most of the best current coaches weren't pros? Because if you can't do, you coach.
Genetic.
That's the greatest answer right there.
Well, I mean, seriously though, why else would it be?
Why they weren't pros or why they didn't compete?
Why they aren't pros? I think if you're a pro, then you've just focused on your own strategy and maybe you don't learn all the things you need to learn. Whereas if you coach, you start to learn, especially if you coach for a long time, you learn a number of different ways to get people in shape. And the more experience you have, the better you are at it. I don't think you have that. You don't have that kind of experience if you're a pro because you're just focused on your own shit.
Yeah. The people who aren't as genetically gifted are way more obsessed with it and learn every little nuance to make themselves better. Where someone like Cedric could just train and eat whatever and look like that.
Yeah, I mean, like there's I could name a number of pros that could never coach. There's no fucking way they could coach because they had it so easy that they didn't really learn a number of different strategies because whatever they did just worked.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's the simple answer.
Can you explain? Nope. What is your biggest fear?
Didn't we just do this?
I think we did it on the circles.
Did we?
Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll do a different one.
We can do that and one more. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nick. What's your favorite? What's your worst fear?
My worst fear?
Having small arms.
Nah, man, that'll never happen.
I don't think that'll ever happen for Nick. I think he's gonna be one of those old dudes still walking around with 20s.
Monster arms for no reason. You gonna answer? You
Nick?
knucklehead?
Got any answers?
Probably, as cliche as it sounds, probably becoming a failure.
I think that's everybody's.
I think it's a little late for that because you're not. So you're already a success. So I think you passed that.
No, you could still end up being a failure.
There's as quick as shit came, it can be taken away.
Yeah, but I think what you've accomplished already makes you way more than.
Yeah, but you don't rest on what you did yesterday. Doesn't mean shit.
So if you won a Super Bowl, you're still a failure. If you didn't win X amount.
If you win a Super Bowl and 2 years later you're fucking homeless, you're a failure.
But I'm saying as of right now.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying there's always time to be a failure.
Agreed.
What you did yesterday, no one cares about.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Now, failure. You won't be a failure.
If he's still in bodybuilding, then no. Even if he started placing like not as well, he'd still be a success because he's had success in bodybuilding. But you could be a failure in life, even if you.
Okay, I was talking about bodybuilding, so that's.
Yeah, I think he's always but maybe not. I mean, if Nick starts placing last in a bunch of shows,
still won an Arnold Classic. He ain't a failure.
I don't know about that.
If I started placing horrible, I would consider myself a failure.
I think
You
a lot of
would,
people
but I don't
would.
think the general public would.
Yes, they would. Dude, bodybuilding fans? Are you kidding me? They're the worst.
They're harsh.
You think somebody that won an Arnold Classic can be considered a horrible, like a failure?
If bodybuilding fans are the hardest critics.
Jose, time to fucking please.
No, wait a second. If he wins the
I agree
Arnold-
with you, Guy.
1 second. If he wins the Arnold at 27, you won it, Nick?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say for the next 10 years, he goes on a placing on a third or fourth call out streak. No one gives a shit that he won the Arnold.
Agreed, but he still did.
Yeah, but they're going to be like, he got lucky. He's not successful. It's a failure.
Anyone with half a brain that sees someone like Nick that got to the pinnacle of the sport.
Guys, what are we talking about here? So if you had a 15-year career and you placed great in your first 2 shows and shit in your last 13, you think that's a successful career?
He didn't play shit in 2 shows. He won a New York Pro. He won
I'm not
Arnold.
saying. I'm saying starting now. Let's imagine, just for whatever stupid reason, all of a sudden Nick starts placing last at all the shows from here till the end of his career.
Okay.
You're saying just because he won an Arnold at the beginning of his career, he's still considered successful.
I think what he did from that point until he started placing shitty. Yeah, I think that would make him a success.
No, that's not the point. You're curbing your argument.
No, I'm not. I'm saying up to this point, what he's accomplished, I think makes him a success. Even if he places last right now, moving forward, what he has accomplished in my eyes makes him a success in the sport.
Okay.
What
let's start over.
Go ahead.
So he's 26, right? Wins New York, wins the Arnold, places top 5 at the Olympia, right? Then from 28 to 40, he places last at every show he enters.
I don't like this conversation anymore.
Shut up, Nick. Mute it.
So
It's
now
all relative.
so 41, he's retired. Do you go, that was a successful career?
He had a very successful beginning of his career.
You're such an asshole. You know what? You're just not going to give
Jose,
in.
can you chime in if you're on my side, you idiot?
I've been trying.
Okay,
think
Jose, is that success?
it's all relative. Now
what?
you take Jocelyn Pelletier and Kenny Jones. If they see what Nick did, that's a huge success. But to Nick, if he were to lose every show moving forward, that would be a failure in his eyes. But to the
See,
millions
the voice
of
of reason
people.
guy, the 50-year-old voice of
He's
reason.
agreeing with me. You what the
I know
fuck?
he is, but his way he put it is much more digestible.
It's all in how you say it, guy. Didn't we go over this earlier?
Jose, I thought we were boys.
I do. We are. I agree with you 100%. I just had a more eloquent way of saying it.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're an eloquent motherfucker.
No, it's not because it's more elegant. It's because he's actually not saying the same thing you said.
yes, he
He's
is.
saying something different.
Jose, what'd you say?
Jose is saying it's up to the person if it's success or not.
Correct.
That's different than what you said.
Correct.
But he still agrees with me.
Yes.
So
All
I
right.
win.
Last question.
Why?
At this point, who is the more complete, better bodybuilder, Quinton or Marc Hector?
Mark
Which,
Hector.
Marc
which one
Hector.
has greater potential?
Mark Hector.
Mark, I think right now. Right now, Mark.
Right now,
I'm
Mark,
gonna.
wait. Right,
right
now,
now-
Nick and
Right
Guy,
now,
you're
Mark.
saying you're both
Right.
saying Mark is more complete than Quinton.
Right
No.
now.
Okay, Jose, what are you saying?
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm
You
gonna
think
say
Quinton's more complete than Mark?
yes. He's just because his frame is so much bigger. It's not there yet. But who has the better potential? I'm gonna say Quinton because he's got great legs.
So
And-
Nick and Guy, what do you think? Who has more potential, Mark or Quinton?
I think from the progress that Mark made that we've seen so far, if he continues that progression, I think he's going to be very hard to beat.
Nick,
This guy's gonna think I hate him. Oh my God. I think he's awesome.
you said nothing nice about him the
I
entire
know, no.
podcast.
I've said he's incredible. I'm just like I'm trying to motivate him.
No, I think Jose doesn't like Mark, but it's okay.
No,
What do you-
no, I'm a big fan. I've actually commented on one of his pictures.
Well,
Jose,
no,
I actually have to comment that since you've been doing the podcast, you're always very complimentary of most bodybuilders,
Yeah, well, I am. I find the good in everyone.
but
You
even
know?
bodybuilders that aren't necessarily great or are missing air, you focus only on the good parts.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the only reason I was critiquing Marc Hector is because you were saying that he's going to beat Andrew Jack and possibly James, and I just don't see that right now.
I didn't say he could beat James, and I said he could potentially beat Andrew Jack.
Yeah, I think when we see them on stage,
Actually, what I ultimately said was any of the three could win that show.
sure.
But I guess that's all. Go
Back to
ahead.
the Quinton thing.
Yeah.
Quinton has the wide shoulders, the width of Marc Hector, and then he's 3-4 inches taller.
Yeah.
And then he has really, really good legs for a tall guy.
Yeah.
So I think when he fills out, and I don't know how old they are. I know Quinton's young.
I don't know how old Mark is. I can't remember
Right.
now, but I think they're both younger.
Yeah. So Mark,
Nick-
I think you're awesome. I
But
really
you think,
do.
But you think Quinton's better?
Well, I think just structure wise, I think Quinton has the higher potential.
Mark, Jose is saying that Quinton's better and Quinton will always be better. That's what Jose is saying.
That's probably what's that? You're a dude in your house? Yeah. What the fuck? Dude, did this just slip? Nick's got
Yeah,
dudes in his house.
Coach Dom. What's up, man?
Hey, what's
What's up?
happening?
What's up,
That
Bob?
comment-
Sorry to bust you guys.
got another closet.
Live television here. You just walked into the camera.
Even,
This
even,
is
the,
like-
even the dog's confused.
Did you see that woman who was on the news doing a report and her husband walked naked behind her, going to the shower? That's what this is like. Really, we just busted you.
Nick.
Yeah.
Who's better, Mark or Quinton?
Nick, what's your boyfriend's name?
Shut the fuck up.
Who is this? Hey, do you guys ever end up following somebody by accident, or not even by accident, but like they're on your thing? You don't know how they got there.
100. I've done it so many times. I think it's like when
Yeah.
I'm like on it when I'm going to sleep and my fingers just fuck off.
No,
Yeah.
this is completely fucking random.
Look at Fouad. He's like, how did I sign up for this OnlyFans? Did you ever accidentally sign up for someone's OnlyFans?
You ever accidentally sign up for OnlyFans, put your credit card in, and everything?
Yeah. You woke up the next day, you're like, how the fuck?
You're such an
Yeah.
asshole. Nick, who has more potential, Quinton or Mark?
More potential?
Yes, ultimately at the end.
Quitting.
Quinton. Guy, did you say Mark or Quinton?
Mark.
This one's tough.
It is
Personally,
tough to do that.
I'm
because
basing it off of the progress they have made thus far and what I've seen.
I think.
Mark's made tremendous progress. Tremendous. It's
What is
insane.
this? What is this?
It's Guy,
I know, doing what?
a commercial.
Cutting your lawn?
for John Deere Lawn Care. What the hell?
What are you doing?
A YouTube video.
You made a YouTube video cutting your grass?
Made YouTube videos nonstop now, bro. Put them out.
How old is Marc Hector?
I don't know. I want to say he's under 30.
Forgot
No, early 30s.
Early 30s?
Yeah,
Are you sure? You're just guessing.
I'm sure.
I don't think you're sure.
I'm sure.
How much you want to bet on it?
What?
How much you got to eat? You got to eat mayonnaise if you're wrong.
I'm not eating mayonnaise, bro.
Let's give Guy a little bit of a plug here.
Your next cheat meal has to have mayonnaise in it.
Guy
God,
Cisternino's
what's that pose?
YouTube channel.
Why are you posing on the dip machine like that? Like,
my guy did. I don't know.
what is that? That's weird.
So,
You look like you're taking like an Olin Mills senior photo or something, with your hands all up in the air, clasped.
every week, every day, Guy? Good for you, man.
Ryan.
Oh, I got to subscribe.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, I didn't know you were doing it.
Did you ever not subscribe to your friend's YouTube channel?
No.
No. If
You
I know
just
that,
did.
if I know what?
You just were unsubscribed to Guy's channel.
No, I subscribed. I didn't know I didn't even know he had a channel going.
Oh, you're some friend. Wow.
Shut the,
I didn't see Nick or Jose subscribe.
yeah, I didn't see that either.
Are you subscribed to mine?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Approve.
How about you, Fouad?
I'm checking right now. Yes, I am. Look, subscribed.
All right. Did you just click it?
No,
Yeah, that's 'cause he's your sponsor and he wants to be able to post stuff on there. Put
no,
Haas ads
I don't post anything on his channel.
at the beginning of all your
Nick.
videos.
No, I don't do that either.
Nick.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, guys. I gotta eat. I'm hungry.
All right.
McDonald's is
call.
calling.
I've had to piss for an hour.
All right, boys. We'll talk next week.
All right, guys.
Good night.
Later.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.